And we remind them daily.
We do.
I text Aidan first thing every morning just to remind him what Vic said. Do you remember, Aidan, when Vic said that?
Well, if you think about it, he's compared 2 weeks on the trot now, so he must realise this is the better show.
And then all Aidan has to do is take a look at the numbers that we bring in, and everything's forgotten.
Oh, numbers.
Why are you obsessed with fucking numbers? They're not always a good thing. You've heard of the Holocaust, right?
Yeah, that's it. Just come up with excuses, Blumpkin. That's fine. Just come up with excuses.
I am. I've just compared your show to the fucking Holocaust, you prick.
Oh, je t'aime.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a feeling that's not the first time we're going to hear that one tonight.
No, I don't think it is.
It is not.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Jack.
Ollie,
Good evening.
I suppose Vic as well.
Made me fucking jump.
Evening.
Ollie, you do that in a South African accent.
Right,
That was the accent you did last week, Ollie.
Hoe gaan het, julle poese?
Come on, give me your best Welsh Birmingham accent, Ollie.
No, you don't keep going, do you know what I mean? You don't keep going. You
you ended it on a high, Ollie, yeah?
Yeah.
I think what's Ollie is you don't keep going when there's a South African in the room.
You paid it last week, and that's it.
It was a one-time deal. Worth every penny. You Brent is going to the expo, Ollie. You know that, don't you?
Pugs, that soundboard is now right in our company. There you go. Wonderful.
Yeah, I need a good cameraman, Ollie.
Yeah.
He won't be able to see through the lens because you'll have blacked his fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Film by feel.
Oh, here it comes again.
Je t'aime, mate.
It's going to be very interesting listening to you lot be serious while that's playing in the background off everybody's computer.
Je t'aime.
Jam.
You got to laugh, ain't you?
Yeah, I got to laugh or you'll cry.
Somebody's got it.
There we go.
Right.
I'm ready.
Oh, are we ready? What time is it? Oh, fuck me. I didn't even know we were live.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck it.
Run that twatting VT.
Fuck that. Evening.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Saturday Show Live, and we've got Je t'aime, pardon our French, Vic. Je t'aime, pardon our French, Vic.
Yeah.
No, nobody will get it. Nobody will get it. It's too.
Very cunnilingual of you. I mean, multilingual.
It's very encrypted. It's very
I'm
encrypted.
still more annoyed that Vic shaved off his Hulk Hogan moustache.
I know. It was
Yeah,
ace.
I've heard people have actually requested a refund from that charity. We'll have to get you a fake one. Nope. Let's find out how everyone's week's been, shall we? Scott.
Yeah, cool. Normal, busy at work. Had my mate leave who's been there 20 years, so next week's going to be even busier at work. We're 3 men
So your
down now.
job's going to get shitter.
Effectively, yeah.
Excellent.
Other than that, normal. Haven't made anything, haven't done much, just been poisoning me liver with a Pop House 13 clone, and yeah, but all good.
We're all waiting for that 9%, Scott.
Yeah, it's coming on. I think it's about 70% there. I'm going to add another kilo of sugar to it. A bit more yeast.
12%. 12%.
Yeah. Well, it was if it went to 100%, it would have been about 11.4 or 11.6 or something. So I don't think it will go to 100%. So I'll stick a bit more sugar in to help it along its way.
You got to get some more yeast, so you'll be out on the pool this weekend, then, will you?
Yes. Yeah. Well, charity shops.
Excellent.
Dirty knickers. So yeah.
Paul, Mr. Blumpkin. How was your week? A lot of work. A lot of fucking work. I get a chance to sack somebody soon, so it's not all bad.
Oh, nice.
How long do you have to wait? It's just proving what they've been doing, but I've got a guy who's basically said he's been bullied and he's leaving.
By you?
It wasn't by me, but he won't admit to who it is. So it's a bit annoying.
It's got to be you.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't tell me that.
I reckon it's
It was
you.
probably steam bugs.
Not for me.
It bullies everyone.
Dude.
Are they new glasses? Paul, the new glasses? No. Oh. I'm just wearing them. I haven't worn them for fucking a while. I realised I can't actually see that fucking well.
You know what the clue is? The clue is that you need glasses. So if you don't wear them, it doesn't work.
What tends to happen is I wear them all day for work, and I get to the weekend and I just go, fuck that. And then I realise I can't even see properly. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not a cool thing.
If I didn't wear my glasses, I'd end up on the wrong show.
Is it a vanity thing, is it? Not. Why would it be vanity?
Beautiful.
Or do you take them off because you think you look a cunt with them on?
Well, if it's anyone's being vain or vanity-wise, see, Ollie's blurred his background, which means he's enhanced his face a little there. Oh, Ollie, you're looking so sexy.
Well, he's got a female that talks about him in chat, so he's obviously looking out for that dream.
He's had a fucking haircut too.
Yeah. He's going to get onto that when he gets more week, man.
I had a talk with Ash. I was like, this guy's the company profile that, 6% of people make up their mind about the company when they see this little tot with his mop hair hanging in his eyes.
Just to rephrase that so you understand, he called you a little twat.
Well, not anymore. He's had his haircut now. He looks almost like a decent gentleman.
Seeing as you're talking, Brent, you might as well tell us how your week is.
No, it's fucked. It's broken. I need a new one. Yeah.
A new week.
Maybe just a whole fucking month. I think we'll just redo February, or just get rid of it completely. Just go to 11 months of the year. Fuck February. Fuck it off.
We'll skip you until further notice.
Fuck February. I agree with that. I'm going to get a T-shirt with "Fuck February" written on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you only cut your finger. You only cut your finger. Don't worry about
call it February for
really
no
You know when it will be delivered, though? It'll be delivered on the 29th.
Yeah, well.
Right, let's skip over Brent then. Michael, how was your week?
Pretty much busy. Lots of normal stuff, lots of stuff coming in, lots of mixing, lots of samples going out.
Productive.
just a productive, normal sort of week at Wick Liquor Towers. So.
Oh, shut up, productive. Bloody hell.
And I got me hoodie. Look,
Hell.
My good word.
No, but before I ask Ollie how his week's been, I want a full rundown of his week in a South African accent. Because last week, Brent, I know you probably haven't gone back and watched it, but Ollie did his best impression of a South African accent, so you get to hear it now, and you won't have to.
Honestly, I thought it was you.
So, now I think I'm going to have to go back, because if he's taking the piss out of me, I'm going to take the piss out of him.
Have you not seen it?
So, Ollie, how was your week? How was your week,
I will
Ollie?
take the piss out of him. I'll suck so hard his head will dent.
Well, let's just say his visas for South Africa have been cancelled.
Your diplomatic immunity has been revoked.
He's also not allowed to Liverpool, Wales, or Australia.
Don't put him off. I could tell by the position of his lips then he was going to start off great.
Don't make it smile. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it.
He's on it.
Morning, all right. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's been busy. And had an haircut, and that was it.
Oh, so you're Scott now.
Yeah, I bet you had a good week once, didn't we? I bet you had the biggest fucking week ever.
I was looking at Brett when I was doing it to try to
Even-
gain the
yeah,
reaction. Like, he's not going to kill me, is he?
I didn't know you were doing a South African accent. You sounded like a twat.
Yeah, no.
so
He's
Oh,
right
my
in
word. That is the worst South African accent I've ever heard.
Oh,
Even
yeah, no,
Australians would be
oh.
embarrassed for you.
yeah, it was so cringeworthy. Even Oscar Pistorius has just grown legs and fucked off.
Oh, well, hey, he's out.
You did, Ollie, your dad said that's a Bristol accent, your weapon.
Bristol, it did.
Fucking hell.
I never claimed to be good at it.
All right, let's have Vic's week.
You're
Vic's week.
fantastic at it, mate. You're fantastic at it.
It's been mostly crap with family stuff. I did manage to fix a monitor, which saved me a couple of £100. So there we go.
Well done.
But yeah, it's been mostly crap.
That's it, yeah? That's it?
Yeah.
Celebrate the small victories, mate. Celebrate the small victories.
Got to celebrate the small victories. If you don't, you get depressed and you start drinking a lot.
That's right. Cheers.
Pugs, how was your week?
Actually, not bad considering, because Cunt Knuckle wasn't in this week, so I've had a quite good week. So it's been all right. It's been quite chilled at work, and apologetic by everybody. So it's nice.
I actually missed what went on. I didn't catch the beginning of last week's proper show. So,
new manager, Young, decided to. Who I was in a team with, by the way. There was three of us that kind of ran the flourish.
yeah.
And decided to use me to make himself look good to the general manager.
Yep.
By throwing me under the bus for a load of fucking bullshit accusations of things I'd said.
Nice.
So the guy,
Was it true?
yeah. But like the director said, he's only been here 12 months. He doesn't know you're a cunt.
Now he does.
So it's been all right. It's we've sorted some shit out.
Yeah, not bad.
I had my
not bad.
appraisal, and my appraisal was actually really good. So
Right, let's move over to Jitem. Jitem, introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are, what you are, and
I'm waiting for my theme song to play first. Hit my music songs.
You want your theme? Right, hold on.
No, I don't want the fucking theme.
Hold on. If I play it quiet, you'll be able to hear it over what you're saying. Right, go on.
you're not picking mine up. I'm pressing it like fuck.
Good, it's not working. So, hi, my name's Jay. I work at Wick Liquor. Fuck's sake. I literally can't concentrate. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Right, turn it off or you're not coming to Dubai. Behave yourself. No Dubai.
Go on. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you are. And how was your week?
My name's Jay. I'm the business development manager of Wick Labs, and yeah, I work very closely with Mr. Heaton and young Master Oliver down there, the South African.
No, we don't want him. You can keep him.
You haven't told us who you are.
I am Jay. I'm Jay.
You're Jay.
I said Jay.
Yeah, but that's not who you are.
Jam.
Shem.
Yeah, there you go, Shem.
So is that actually how your name's really spelled?
Yeah, it is actually spelled that way. It's Germany. I mate. Have you
Sorry.
Have you got bored of it yet?
Come on, Jay. You got to take it seriously.
What do you think the show is? A joke to you?
This is the #1 panel show. As endorsed by Vic.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. I'll
My
drink
week's been pretty busy, just to let you all know. It's been pretty busy. I've had a good week. Been working on some stuff with Ollie and obviously some stuff with Mr. Heaton. Found out about your two's gift and everything, which is great. Been trying out some new liquids as well. Trying to deal with some international stuff. Yeah, it's been a busy week.
I know you've been busy. I woke up this morning to some messages off Mr. Ash, which I can't divulge. And I don't really truly understand what he was on about, but it sounded great.
What was he telling you about?
I'm not allowed to tell you, it was a secret.
No, you can't divulge,
Yeah, he definitely didn't say that you were a cunt.
Something.
He probably did.
It was something. You're both going to be fucking stinking offensively rich.
Right.
That's what I took from it.
I think I know what he's on about.
So I had a wank and left it at that.
Yeah, we've been discussing some new products. Let's put it that way.
Just a strong.
Yeah, we'll get more from you anyway a bit later on.
To say, Chrissy.
Yeah, we'll get it out of you later. What are you drinking?
I'm now on Council Pop on Corona.
Oh, we won't get it out of you drinking.
I'm definitely not getting anything out of him with that fucking shite.
No. an infection at most.
Yeah.
Brent, who said they needed yeast? Was it Scott?
Scotty loves his yeast.
Scott's a yeaster.
Yeah, I'm a big yeast fan.
He's a yeast beast.
I like growing yeast in cotton.
Let's read some people's out, Pugsley.
He collects it in the corner of his mouth.
And dead women's.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to let me just get to the top, make sure I am in live. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Just didn't fuck it this week. Good. That's not the top. That can't be the top.
Are you in chat?
There you go. Booyah, straight at the top there, I think. Is it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. It's working. Good evening, Booyah. Thank you for joining us. CC Coils, Ian, and a merry evening to you, sir. Ken Brown. Good evening to you all, he says. Good evening to you, Ken Brown.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for joining us. Gamer Tech's back. Thank you for joining us again, Gamer Tech. Always a pleasure. Licious. Hey, fatty bum bum. Love my Licious. Good to see you, mate. Who else have we got? We've got Pete Lewis. Hi, all.
Oh.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete. Yeah.
Pete.
Bro Blasder is with us this evening. Good evening, Bro Blasder.
Evening, guys.
Dino.
Derek.
Good evening to you, sir. Dave, the artist formerly known as Jam.
Wow, 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 wow.
Good evening, David, the artist formerly known as Jam. That was perfect. We've got Spanky Pants is in. Good evening, Spanky Pants.
Spanky.
Evening, bud.
Oliver Jones. Actually, yeah.
Wait.
African.
It's me, that is.
Other Sean is in, not the original Sean. The other Sean's in tonight. Evening, the other Sean. Ashley Thompson. Hi all. Hi, Ashley. We've also got Foxy Moxie's with us this evening. He says, "Sup,
Foxen of the Moxen.
Foxen Moxie." Adam Mayer. Good evening, Adam Mayer. He says, "Evening, lads, and good evening to you, sir." Good to see you. Hey, Big Baz is with us tonight. Evening, Baz.
Big Baz.
Hope you're well, sir. 3D. 3D. Nice to see you, mate.
Thrud.
Who else have we got? Stuart Valentine. Good evening, Stuart Valentine. Good day.
February 14th.
Good day. We've got somebody called Hedgib.
Hedgib. I think that's what Ollie was trying to pronounce.
If you read it backwards, it says, "Give me more head."
Actually, it doesn't. It says "begged." Anyway, good evening, sir. Who else have we got? We've also got William Dobson. Good evening, William Dobson. Can't believe you said gentleman. You must have meant that in the loosest of terms. We like loose gentlemen on this show, sir.
Yes. Build up.
Vapor Bunny. Good evening, Bunny.
Bunny.
Loveliness. Repeat. I'm not seeing anybody else. That's different.
A lot of guys named repeat.
Connor, the Prosecco drinking cowboy is with us tonight. Good evening, everyone. And never fear, the occasional Prosecco cowboy is here. Pretty gay thing to say, that
I noticed he's trying to drop. A few words out of his name now and again. You know, trying to.
I'm not having it.
Trying to edge it off. Connor, you gay.
Open your mouth a little wider.
You pull that shit around there. We'll battle you on that one. Net reality, Graham. Well done for getting up, mate. Before 9 o'clock.
You're awake, Graham. You're actually awake.
Morning. Good morning. Open early tonight.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Good to see you, Jake. Who else have we got?
Mr. Hayton's in.
I'm not there yet. There he is. Ash Heaton. Mr. Inspiration. Good evening.
Bristol accent, you weapon.
It was. I agree. It was a bad one as well. Evening, Ash. Good to see you, mate. Nicky Maynard, legend.
Nicky.
Mark H is with us tonight. Give me Mark H. Mr. McElbow is
here. Just remind your dad that you're one of his sex trophies.
You are. You are. Mark Willie. That's just asking to be taken the piss off.
Yeah, it is. Is that when you get felt tip on your knob?
Well, got a mark on his willy. Evening, Mr. Mark on his willy.
Yeah, it's just one tablet. It goes away.
Just wipe it. It comes off. I think that's it. That's everybody. Oh, no, the London Vapor. Evening all. Big shout out to Vic putting his head above the parapet and calling out the opposing trade voices of the vape industry. Very serious, right in there.
Connor says tonight's after show is going to be fun. He's got someone hanging out of his ass. Oh no, he said that he's hanging out of his ass. No, sorry.
Right, okay. One Job John is with us as well. Good evening, One Job John.
John.
He says, "Hey Mark, great job again on the poster." Don't know what that means. Oh, sorry. Before that, it says evening all. Hope we're all good. Evening,
Facebook user, evening all. Don't know who that is.
Evening Facebook user.
You know what I've been seeing in the past 2 weeks? That customer support, man.
I've just said exactly the same one. Customer support.
Yeah.
Well, he's adamant it's not him actually. So I don't know.
No.
Well, we kind of think it was busted last night because he fucked off and Pete came back in. So,
yeah. Maybe.
And it was AJ said, "Oh, rumbled." So we think it was definitely him. Oh, hi, Leo Barry. Good evening.
Yeah. If we missed anyone, don't know what to tell you.
Pete in the bucket. Are these all Facebook?
No, these are just ones that we'd skipped.
Good to see you, Lisa.
What ones that I just ignored?
Yeah, you had one job, Pugs. One job.
To be fair, I drink quite heavily while I do this.
Richard is in. Did you say licious? I didn't hear you say.
Of course they're
Yeah,
delicious.
fatty.
Yeah, I've had it in.
Sugar and a dumpling.
Let's fly through a buffet.
Yeah, right.
Request with a dwarf, DLFL, FLDL, whichever way it is. Aramaxi tobacco tonight.
Nice.
Good tobacco, that. Good tobacco.
My God, who are you? And what have you done with Nick? You vaping Max and you fucking vaping tobacco.
Well, actually, I think tobacco anyway. I'm a big fan of like.
Okay, you were clean shaven yesterday. Look at that beard now. You are.
No. He's getting ready for the flavour ban. He's vaping tobacco.
Yeah, that's exactly what
He's already given up. Look, he's already given up. Fluid's next flavours are going to be tobacco. That's it.
Just tobacco.
No.
We're going to release 6 flavours of tobacco, and they're all going to taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
Well, we've done the first one. Just going to do a cash grab now, just like strawberry and just raspberry and shit. Got the Cross 3 or whatever it is, Xe Ross thing. Cobalt at 6 mil in there, 6 milligram. Got the Fluid Pure Max mech. That is a mech. It might look like a normal Pure Max, but it is actually a mech because I'm a mech head now. I'm fucking crazy. I'm off
Fucking method.
Off the hook, off the fucking wall. And then I got some C in red. Some C in red. It's like a strawberry raspberry energy drink. It's good actually. The real Danny Mini. No fucking about here. No expense spared. That is the real one.
Language, it's very bad.
There's your screen for proof. With the dwarf DL on there. Got the.
Terry says your language is terrible.
Yeah, I know. Got the little squonker from.
Very
Rick,
nice.
Yeah, cool. With a square bottle. Cool.
Which may or may not have been from me. We don't know really.
E-Pro Mini. I was getting to that, which isn't off bugs. In there, I got some Fluid Onyx, Onks, the lot. And then because I'm like fucking crazy, I'm on
hey, yeah.
Revival. I'm fucking crazy.
I'm so proud.
Is that a disposable mech?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on some Lachias apple crumbly and there apple crumbly pie from Lachias. And I'm drinking this thing, which is probably the best beer I've had in a long time.
Oof. Wait, how did I?
Mango passion fruit. Double milkshake IPA, 8.4%. It's a daddy.
Why?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some because I need to try it now.
It's delicious.
It looks amazing. Right on my street.
Why?
What?
I thought the whole point of getting an IPA was to taste the IPA, not dump loads of fruit.
Yeah, but that's the point. It actually hasn't got mango and passion fruit in it. It's mango and passion fruit hops. So,
but as we all know, Vic, flavors make things taste better.
That's right up there with the worst things you've ever said. But
it's 8.4%, and it's all about the numbers. Remember, Scott, take it away, son.
Little Mac squonker I made. In that, I got the last dribble of Grenadier, Pulse V2 with Aramaxi tobaccos. Very good. Pissy Alton plastic cheap £10 squonker. In that, I've got some delicious apple crumble. I drag out the purge that Matt Waits gave me, the Serenity purge with a temple RDA on top.
Oh, look at Brent's got. Fuck.
I've got RE vibes.
Nah.
And last but not least, I got a little Wizmec mech that Pete FV gave me.
I remember that.
I remember. I've got one of those in the cabinet.
With a little Arcan 13 on it.
On the list.
18650 setup. And in that, I've got some raspberry yogurt from Dripper Labs. And I'm drinking a Hop House 13 that I made, which is, it's the spot.
13%, Scott. Yeah.
No, that one's about 6, I think. Nothing tearing the heavy ones in the fermenting vessel now.
Stops me shaking.
That'll be fun. That will be fun to drink. I will fall off the seat at one stream when I'm drinking that.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hey,
Mr. Curtin.
Mr. Curtin. That was fluent Welsh.
Lynn Smith, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, that's me done. So I pass it on to Mr. Blumkin.
All right, mate. Thanks. Not doing it. You can fuck off. Don't ask. Balance to no. Imperial.
Wait, before you do, I did say that when you had one, that Matt would buy one, and Matt did buy one.
He did.
Yeah,
Matt popped the bum twice with it, so you got to pop the bum at least once.
No. So Matt said he was looking for one. He saw one, and he said, "Are they good?" So I said yes, and I said, "Just fucking be mindful. Once you've got it, you're gonna get the shit for it." And he did it.
Come on, give us a pop.
You don't deserve my pop.
Just one pop.
Just do one. Come on.
Just one. Oh,
That was quicker.
I refuse to tap
Sounded like you were pulling out of a $10.
that was something that Scott hears at the morgue.
Yes.
You pathetic Philistines.
Yeah. There we
It's
go.
a little bit better.
Love it.
Slightly more alive.
I think it's good enough for you fucks. I've got a mech mod. It didn't make me any more manly. Didn't grow a beard.
You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right.
Yeah,
no, obviously, I know fuck all. I've put some of this stuff in it. I don't know if you see it, maybe.
It's nice, that stuff.
It's the first time trying it. I'm not going to comment on it because it's fresh cotton, fresh fucking coils and shit, so I'm not going to say anything about it.
That means you don't like it.
Last week when I had this, which I've got still, and I said it had impeachment in it. You know when you dug your fucking hole then? Do you want to dig it again? Or do you want me to say, I'm going to vape it tonight?
Sure. Crack on, sweet cheeks.
I'm going to vape it. Danny, Extreme.
Love that. Love it.
Patty Bullen, impeachment. Got a Nigel Moxon mod.
Oh.
DNA 40.
Nice call.
Dibs on that. I wonder if you can do it now.
Honestly, I didn't even know they made one right.
What are you expecting that Blumkin's going to die anytime soon? Because that's the only way you're going to get it.
Yeah, you're not getting my nice shit. That's not a thing.
Does it do the pop?
This doesn't pop.
Oh, fucking hell.
I can't help you. Arcana 22 and some of my own tobacco shite. I've got a Delro.
A fossilized turd.
Croonie, yeah. That's absolutely right, you Philistine fuck.
Carved house brick.
I've still got a reed in there. That's some more of my own juice. And I've got a Pulse V2. Fuck, that's a Delro.
I genuinely thought it was
a copper in the Porsche V2. That's bad.
That is
insults work better when you actually use your words correctly.
I know. It's that hot house
fucking idea. Another reed then in that, and some more of my own shite, and that's about that. Brent.
Oh, well,
gotcha.
Yeah, bastard. I was vaping on this, and then it went, and then I picked up this, and this goes.
What did it do?
And so I quickly grabbed my Pure Max.
What did that do?
Fuel cookie biscuit crummy something fucking delicious. And
apparently you're very close to getting fluid.
Wafer things. And
fluid is literally on your doorstep.
Let's I mean, my week is fucked, bro. Why are you gonna do that?
I'm sorry, I just wanted you to know.
I'm gonna take a photo of my penis and send it to you, and then you'll feel bad. Okay, so I'm still drinking water. But I did make. I think I fucked the vegans properly now because I can make carnivore pancakes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that just
wait. A meat pancake?
Yeah. Well, it's with egg, so it's carnivore. So now I can make tacos, I can make pancakes, and Laura's going to try and make a bread tomorrow.
Are you using that coconut flour?
No. Egg white. Protein.
Isn't a carnivore pancake was literally a big T-bone steak?
No, but you see, like, how do you have tacos if you don't? Yeah, but that's like now if I make the pancake, then I can make shawarmas and I can make
I love shawarmas.
tacos with chili mince and cream, fresh cream on the top, like sour cream on the top. So I'm excited because you run out of fucking things to get excited about. So yeah, we were at the store earlier and we bought some egg white protein, pure egg white protein, and we're using that, substituting it as flour. So the first thing I did when I got home is I made some pancakes, and they don't taste anything like pancakes, but fuck it, neither does vegan fucking stuff. It looks like.
Hold on, does it taste like an omelette?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I thought it might. Yeah,
it's like a depressed omelette. It's like kind of.
When you
throw a load
go
of
with
butter on it, some salami, and it tastes like bacon and eggs in the morning.
It's like the gluten-free bread, basically a slice of egg.
Yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah. But okay, so that's me. I'll give it up to the big girl upstairs.
Cheers, thank you. Here, Max. Literally on Barry's blackcurrant and pear, which is very nice, very
nice, and it's in a box. Just saying,
it is.
And it's in a box as well, yeah, which is ready for the convenience store sector. Also, trying a new pod mod out as well from one of my little friends over in China, because that seems to be where they all come from. And I'm testing some top secret liquid from Wick Liquor in there at the moment.
Where's your fluid?
Still in a store because we still haven't sent me any yet.
You haven't got any, have you? You've still not had it.
I still don't have any.
You're literally responsible for selling all of it.
Don't feel bad.
Oh, you wait.
Non-fluid brothers.
No, that's not a thing. Let's not start that thing.
Let's just walk out, Brent. Let's just walk out. Yeah. I'll get there. Yeah. There we go.
While we're on that subject, Mike, can we please send Vic some onyx? Send him a couple of onyxes.
They can fucking pay for it, man.
No, we sponsor him. He's got to have some.
He's probably got some in that box.
You should say Reacatan.
Go on then.
Isn't that for ADHD?
Ollie, just send Vic's lot to me.
Intercept it.
All right, you passing it on to somebody else?
I'll pass it over to Mike.
Thank you very much, sir.
Just before you start, GT fucking Twin Cam says Pugs is fluid in more than one way. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Binary.
It means you're a girl boy.
Gender fluid.
No.
Gender fluid.
I'm just a man.
That's why you named it fluid. Well, that's
Standing in front of a girl.
No, there was no question mark. He was telling you.
There's no one else more woke in this whole panel than Pugs.
On some days it identifies as a high VG, and on some days it identifies as a 50-50.
I am massively woke. That's what I think about.
But yeah, for me, Pure Max with the last little bits in the bottom of there of Mama Jamma.
You hammered that. You've hammered that, to be fair.
Don't worry, Mark. I know some people. I'll hook you up and get you a bottle. Quickly.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Brent.
Mike, before you move on, can we please send Mike some Mama Jamma?
Yeah, and Ash also says, does Vic want 50 milligram?
What?
No, 5,000 if you've got it.
Yeah.
I'm on second Pure Max, which is the Quantum Gunmetal one, which is the really, really nice one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Glossy. I'm surprised at it being glossy. It feels better.
Yeah. No, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very sought after. In that, I'm on Satsuma and Pineapple, which is not
That's not what it's called, mate.
It's not what it's called. It's not what it's called. It's
Sultana and Prostitute from Barry.
That's the one. That's better than Prosecco.
Yeah, but what you need to do, Mike, is you need to now say that you're on the Yorkshire Ripper in your next one.
I'm not. I'm on the Target 200.
I like that one.
The Guru tank on the top from Aspire.
Matchy.
Yes, and in that I'm on some Vanilla Cry.
Oh,
I know that vanilla guy.
And I'm drinking just a little bit of neck oil.
Lovely.
Nice.
And I know he's been waiting for this, so I'll shove it that way to Ollie.
Ash, you can't. If you're on the phone, you can't act on your phone, but you can do it on a computer if you're on a computer.
Yeah.
Well, I am on Pure Max.
Shocker.
This one's got the raspberry and plum pixie juice in.
In a box, Ash. See that box, Ash?
Also. Oh no.
Your internet just took a massive shit on you there.
I've also got another Pure Max with Boulevard, and I've got an Oxford with.
I think we should just pause you for a minute, Ollie. Oh, the expression on his face then was priceless.
That was very nice.
It was lovely. It was almost like he was nice. Anyway, crack on, Ollie.
Then I've got a Oxford with Onyx in.
Oh, wow. You're actually using the real juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm drinking. This is me. I've been waiting all day for this. So I usually just drink the same old IPA. But I thought
anything you can find in your dad's fridge, yes.
But I thought I'm going to get a drink for every person in the call. So for where everyone's from, I've got a beer from that place.
What?
No ways. No ways.
Hold the phone.
I'll show you here. I was in Tesco's. I couldn't find a South African one. I was trying to find Amstel, but the Tesco don't have Amstel for some reason.
That's not South Africa.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Have you bought a Wrexham lager?
Nah, but I'll show you, man. Ready?
Come on, show us, man. Show us.
I used to have a massive thing for Wrexham lager.
Let's have a look then.
Got a Rattler.
That's Scotwood. Scotwood.
We can all guess what this one's for.
Yeah, Scotwood.
Then I've got
Granny Rattler.
I sort of looked Punks and Blunkin into the same boat here, and apparently Moretti have got a bottling plant in Manchester.
Neither of us knew that, nor cared.
Also, why is Blumpkin from Manchester?
Oh, it's close enough, isn't it?
This is seriously becoming the weirdest shrine.
It's about as far away from Manchester as I am.
I tried. And then
I didn't hear the insults. I'm sorry. I missed them.
We got Moretti. That's fucking taking the piss.
And I've got a bishop's finger for Kent, which is Jamie. Right. It says brooding. Probably won't be buying that one because it looks like ass, but you know.
If Jay gets the bishop's finger, then you should find one that says councillor's finger, because then steam pugs would get that.
Bishop's finger is actually very, very nice, by the way. Did you shop in Asda by any chance?
I was in Tesco.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I've got Brewdog for Vic, Scotland.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Yeah, it's a Scottish company. Yeah, that'll do.
Scotland.
Then I've got a Welsh one here that is Tiny Rebel.
Tiny Rebel's fit.
Tiny Rebel, good
stuff. That is nice.
I win.
Nice.
I win.
I've got a Carlin, which I just went for.
Oh my god.
Okay,
pretty much near Burton.
None of us are from Liverpool, mate. None of us are from Liverpool.
I am.
The Carling can substitute for South Africa as well, because one of our most famous beers is a Carling Black Label.
See, that's what I was thinking, man. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So
definitely worth thinking.
I'll take it because my birth town was Liverpool, so.
Yeah, so I tried. I was in Tesco. I tried, but I thought I'll just, rather than drinking the same stuff, I'll get one from everyone. Yeah.
Well, yeah, fuck it all off and just drink the Tiny Rebel.
You reckon?
And then the Bishop's Finger. The Bishop's Finger is actually really nice.
Yeah, so I'll be trying them all. A few of them are like really high percentage, so I might be on my arse at the end of it. But
fantastic.
Now that'll get to you. That'll get to your system.
Yeah, I'll just get it all down. But yeah, that's I was waiting.
Actually, I forgot about the Rattler. You don't know what Rattler does, do you?
That's why they call it Rattler. That's what your arse does in the morning.
Yeah, honestly, mate. You actually just neck that now.
I've got a bottle opener. I need to add some. Oh, I have. I got a bottle opener.
It's so nice, but it's only nice if you drink all of it really quickly.
I remember I went to Boardmasters last year.
That's our show. We do Boardmasters. That's our gig.
Is it?
Yeah, we do all the lights and sound for Boardmasters.
Yeah, Boardmasters is the one.
Yeah,
my daughter was
No, it wasn't.
It's been cancelled. It's been cancelled more times than any gig we do because they do it on a cliff in a really windy part of fucking the UK. So if the weather's coming in, they have to cancel it.
My daughter phoned me up last year and said, "Dad, can you come and pick me up?" This was Sunday afternoon, I think it was, because we can't get back. I said, "Yeah, all right, no worries, I'll come pick you up." 5.5 hours I was sat in the car. 5.5 hours to do 15 mile, and the 5.5 hours was the last 3.5 miles.
Do you know what I find funny about Boardmasters? Right, it's obviously a surf orientated place, so it gets the wind, it gets the storms, and it gets the waves. So they decided to do the festival on a fucking cliff.
Good festival. It's a really good festival.
Yeah. Welcome to Cornwall.
Yeah.
I spent most of the time.
While we're talking about daughters, and you were talking about yours specifically, Scott. My daughter said to Steph, "Dad looks scruffy with that beard," and so Steph said, "Which one do you think's the most handsome?" And she said, "Mr. Bean." Now,
she's on about Paul.
She's about Scott.
She's on about your picture in the top right.
My picture.
You're on
the fucking bell. You've missed this.
Oh, yeah, she thinks you look like Rowan Atkinson. Yeah.
Oh.
On a bad day.
Yeah, on a bad day. Yeah.
On a bad day.
Nice.
What can I say? What can I say?
Are you passing it on to Ollie?
I'll go with Vic. Why not? Above me. Let's do it.
I think I'm the last one left. Usual setups for me. The Fakir's Ion. No. Yeah, it is. The Fakir's Ion, which Pug
not
doesn't
yours.
have.
It's not yours.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
No, it's not.
Got some of this wonderful stuff in it. Drake's Kentucky Burley, naturally extracted. I've got that. And Thor 2 from Ultrona. Pure Max. And in the Pure Max, I've got some of this fucking absolutely vile, disgusting.
You're going to say impeachment, aren't you? Oh, I thought you were going to say impeachment. Just pissed me off.
It's this. It's Smoor's new salt disposable line.
Oh, jeez.
And it tastes like you're vaping Lyle's golden syrup.
The thing is that name is fucking horrible. Anyway, I'm vaping on Smoor.
Oh, it's not small. The s'mores is nice to vape, actually.
So yeah, Vaporesso is going to be launching these soon. They've got like 7 or 8 different flavors. I've tried them all, and they just taste like Lyle's golden syrup. That's what they taste like. But I'm trying out something.
That sounds
It's
nice.
not when you're vaping it though. Oh God!
Cheers, Mike.
What?
Laughing at you.
You know what? She's right. She's right. It could be the same picture.
VPON Tita with the VPON Tita X RDT, and in that I have got some of that.
Mama
Jama. So SL, no, not the SL class. Jesus, G class version 2 with an Asgard Mini.
You're fired.
And in that, because I don't have any onks, I've got some of that instead.
Do you know what? If you keep saying that, you're not fucking going to get any.
Don't worry, Vic. Me and Post got a friendly competition between them two, so I'll make sure you get some.
Oh,
yeah.
and
You know what? It's fine.
Just like Nevs, I'm now a mech head because we've always been mech head Nevs.
Oh, we have.
So I've got a Ronin competition mech mod 18650.
Oh my god, it's a bomb! It's a bomb! It's a bomb!
running an Apocalypse Gen 1 RD on top, and inside that I have got some Grenade Deer, and it's very lovely.
Isn't it though?
Thoroughly starting to enjoy that, and I think that's it for me. Yeah, it is. The only one left is Pugs. Over to you.
Ousted. Right, okay. Strap in. We've got the big fucking Last Dance LiPo with the Voltrobe RD on there. We've got some aromatic tobacco in there because it very much likes high wattage. Get some of that down here. Got the Foxy. It's the Foxy in it. It's called a Foxy. I'm sure it's the Foxy. With the Valkyrie in there, we've got some. The fuck. We've got some Mango and Co in there. That's become a bit of an ADV for me, weirdly. Mango and Co. I'm on it all the time. Onyx in the Alucia Mac. Was missing a tank bit. You know what I mean? What's this sending me off the shit that I bought? With some onks in there. Vape Smarter DNA 250 with his Iris, and that I've got some at Mammy Jammy. Dead Man's and Seraphim with the Valkyrie, and that I've got some at Luzu 3.142. That's pie, not the amount of renditions that were made of it.
Exactly.
I'm not taking the piss. I'm very grateful for your reviews. I should really stop being a cunt. The Sphinx with the Glass V2, and that's some Grenadier in there.
Sphinx.
Got the Bonza Mech kit with the Pix Juice Sultana and Prostitute. Now it's been renamed again.
You've only started on next because I started, Jonah.
Yeah, I did. You're right. I only ever following your footsteps, never ever.
Good lad. Good lad.
Right on your raping strings. The Vape Smarter DNA 75 with the Reload RTA, and that I've got some Cobalt in there, which, by the way, has replaced Birdie's ADV, which has been his ADV for ages.
Oh,
Big win. Big win. I've also got all of them actually. Well, where's me? Oh, I've lost my Pure Max has disappeared. The Overkill DNA 400 LiPo with the 40mm Valkyrie, and new this week, thanks to Rick from Modmaker, sent me and Nebs some little squonky wonks.
very nice.
Obviously in United colours, and Nebs is, well, not really City colours, but it's blue.
Yeah, mine's more like Chelsea, but
it's still blue and white. Yeah, I picked colours for you because you hate it. Do you know what? It's genuinely a very nice little squonker, and I've been using it all week. I've got the Hadley on it, and it's. I didn't have a squonk pin for Hadley, but I've got a box of squonk pins, and I found one that is fucking perfect for it, so it works, and I really, really enjoy it. In that, I've got some Old Boy in there, so thanks, Rick, for that. I fucking absolutely adore it.
Nice.
And for anyone that watched the proper show last night, I delved into the box of shame. We've all got, if anyone that's been collecting shit for a long time. Yeah, see, look at the nods. They all know. They all know.
Does Joe know you call it that?
The box of shame. That was too far, Nick.
That was below the belt.
It was. It literally was. And because we were talking about the Kennedy, I said, you know what? I've got a Kennedy somewhere. And I bought it out, and you've never seen anything like it in your fucking life.
It was a fucking mess.
My God. It was fucking rank. And not only was it rank, when I opened it, what I discovered last night, when you leave something on the shelf, right, you get that black corrosion slug thing going on that just grows. Well, if you go past that, it goes white and dusty. I was at that point. It was at that point. It was like the stuffing that you pull out of a really old tea. And it, like, you flicked it, dust came off it. And I pulled on the coils, and they just came apart of my hand. It was fucking hanging. It was hanging. I left it in a solution of vinegar, ketchup, and baking soda overnight, and it came up pristine. And that is the Kennedy now.
Nice.
Good. And I hope you keep using it because it's a fucking good drip of the Kennedy.
And I loved it back in the day, but I hadn't touched that for like 9 years. And it was in there. The only thing I've got nothing copper, but the Revival has a copper bottom. So
you clean that with tomato ketchup, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Are you sure that's not just stainless that's been stained?
No, it was definitely copper, and even the internals, even the deck and everything was fucking. Well, I'm not going to show you now because it doesn't look that clean. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm absolutely loving it, and it sits on there nicely, and I'm very happy with that. And I'm loving it very much. And in that, I've got some Waft Downs custard slot, which I found, which has been sat on the shelf. Look at that colour. And it's fucking gorgeous. So that's me. Thank you very much.
Well, that's tonight's show over. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
I've actually got more. If you want me to carry on, I will. But shut the fuck up.
No. Before we start on the whole advocacy thing, we might as well get the questions out of the way, haven't we?
Yes. Hang on then.
What?
Not for you. Not for you. Don't
All
worry.
right, good. Because I done it yesterday. It's fucking.
No, it's going to be me getting this ripped out of me this week, mate.
Yeah, it's you.
Questions bumper then.
Getting the questions up now. We got some from the Facebook group. Want to find the buggers? Bear with. Bear with. Bear with.
We're bearing with.
Bear with.
Need a buffering symbol.
No, that's the wrong one. That's last week's.
I bet Connor's last one.
Right.
We're all professionals here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have it ready. No, I didn't.
Have we not got any music that we can play just while we're waiting?
Yeah.
My microphone's blanking out. I've been playing it all fucking night. You hear that?
It's blocking it.
Blocking it.
No.
I'm really upset about this. I'm
not.
If only you knew like a sound and audio visual guy that maybe
really loud as well.
Stages,
really loud. Oh, volume.
Well,
This isn't,
Hebs, I'm a bit apprehensive about the two truths and one lie. I don't know if it's such a good segment anymore because people keep fucking it up. It's not that hard.
It's all right. You're back. You can do it. It's all right. You're back.
All right.
You can keep in line. Anyway, I've got them now.
Okay, go.
So, I got a question from Herb. It says, "Who the fuck are these people?" Yeah.
We're us.
You've already answered that one, haven't you? To be fair.
Yeah. We're us. Who are you?
Who has the highest booster seat, Vic or Pugs?
Oh,
Vic.
Vic. I'll
I
vote
didn't
Vic.
say anything.
Vic, you just went like this. Me.
I didn't say anything because everybody knows. Everybody knows.
That's only because Pugs' ego is a bit bigger than Vic's right now. So with the fluid, you know.
Right. Well, you got off quite easily, to be honest, Shem, because none of the questions are actually fucking aimed towards you. So, question from Connor. Hello.
Strap it.
It's your friendly neighborhood.
Can I lick it?
It's your friendly neighborhood gay blind vapor here. My question to the guests / casters is: how much would a Victor Mullen chuck if a Victor Mullen could chuck wood?
That's not even funny. Connor, type something in chat.
No, I mean people. And then obviously we've got a serious one. What's Vic's? I'll chuck Jay in there as well because he's here, and I did say questions for Jay and Vic, but they haven't asked Jay anything. What's Vic's and Jay's views on UK beer and vape clubs' proposed licensing plans?
Oh, are we gonna get into this now?
Yeah, strap in.
Yeah, strap in. Here we go. That's a good lead into it.
It is a good lead into it because it's fucking nonsense.
Right. I've read through all 34 pages twice. All I'll say is, as a preliminary framework, which we know the government are going to change anyway. Yeah, I think we can safely all say that. Yeah, it's a good basis point. It needs work. It needs a lot of work. But it's better than what we currently have, which is fuck all.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair point to say. Do you know what I mean? As a preliminary framework from a large corporate company as well, and I do love the guys over at Vape Club. I've known them for years. I think at least they have put something together. You know, last Monday they went with a delegation to the Houses of Parliament. I do think some of the independents should have been there as well, as in the people that don't pay for a membership fee to IBVTA or UKVIA. I do think there should have been somebody from the non-member sort of bit as well. But it's a good starting point. Do I think they're going to raise 50 million for trading standards? No. Do I think
you know what?
No.
I have two problems with it. Two main problems with it. One is it should have been fucking last year when this came out. And two is I think they're really fucking independent online only stores.
I mean, I read the bit about the online. If you read the licensing,
that
did you ever read off it?
Well, it needs some serious fucking work. That I mean, they're like they need to pay more because they've got a bigger reach. But most of these guys is one guy in a bedroom. I know we know one of them, but they're small operations. You can't expect them to pay that much money for doing what they do. It's most of them are literally people at home doing it from home.
Yeah, to a select few people that are probably within their area as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's I think like as I said, Pugs, it needs some work, but as a framework for the start of it, it's actually very good.
The point is, it's a licensing system, which is what we all need.
Yeah, it's what we want, isn't it? And to be fair, I don't want to get too deep into it at the moment because I know we're going to do something on this, yeah? But let's look at it this way. Yes, they've lumped convenience stores in there, C-stores, whatever, and got rid of, Bob the Butcher and Jill's hairdressers and stuff like that, yeah? But we know the C-stores won't stay anyway if we technically, we're banning disposables. There's no technically about it. We know C-stores are not going to continue on because they're not going to do the training that's required of the licensing framework. They're not going to have people walking in going, oh, can I get a pack of coils, a bubble glass for this, and this, and then that, and then the other? It's not going to happen, right? And if that does happen, those customers are going to be walking in and going, can I have this, 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 and this, or does this work with this? And the guy behind the convenience store counter is going to go, huh? You say what? You know what I mean? They're going to naturally erode away once they have to start working in this sector. So, yeah. Let's talk about it more when we get to it.
Yeah, lots of things to say.
Yeah. Right. So apart from that, we've only got 2 Truths, 1 Lie and Room 101. Let's start with you, Brent, then.
Is that all the questions we got off that post?
Yeah.
That's really poor. Everyone in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's all hyped up on this.
Jesus Christ. Thing. We gave away our really obnoxious, perverse, sometimes sexist, and marginally racist questions for
that. Yeah. I thought it would have gone a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
But if you guys do have any serious questions about advocacy or whatever, tonight is the night. This is the place.
Yes, stick them in the chat.
Let's do it.
Questions in the chat. Yeah. Tonight is the night.
But Jay, for now, I don't know how to explain this any more fucking delicately.
2 truths, 1 lie.
Segment is called 2 Truths and 1 Lie. You need to tell me 2 truthful things about yourself, your life, whatever you want, and 1 a lie, not true, fan-fucking-titious, okay? Jumble them up so you don't know.
1 lie.
2 truthful things about it's Ollie and his friends were on here, and they fucked it all up. And this is where it's just gone.
That was a rogue show. That was.
I think we've got 9 truths and no lies.
If I've gone too far with it, Jay, just go. Got it. Thumbs up. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to explain. Okay, fuck it. Don't fuck it up, please, man. You're going to embarrass me. All right. Give us 2 truths and 1 lie.
2 truths and 1 lie. So, I've been with my partner for 18 years.
True.
And we've been engaged for 15 years.
True.
We have our daughter as well, which most of you know I've got a daughter.
No,
and we're still considering getting married.
That's number 1?
After 15 years, yeah.
You've got the worst case of dyslexia I've ever known.
Number 2, I've worked for 9 different vape companies.
Number 3 is a lie.
Stop flexing.
Number 3 is a lie.
Shit.
I bummed the giraffe.
I literally hate being put on the spot like this.
I don't like talking loads.
I don't like talking loads. I don't have a theme tune of a pornographic fake aftershave advert following me around.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, that can't be. No, come on.
Together for 19 years, engaged for all of it. 25 years, child in the bag. Number one.
If it's taking you this long, she's not the right one.
Number two, struggles with keeping a job. Obviously, 9 different vape companies. And number 3, a pornographic melody plays every time he walks into a room. Any room, wherever it is, except Dubai.
This is probably the hardest one we've ever had.
Do you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a real fucking. You can tell he spent ages thinking about them ones.
Yeah, I did.
Let's look at the evidence. You clearly, she's not the one for you. It's taking too long. So
it's a good point.
I'm going to do you a favor and say, just get a shot of that. Number 2. What was number 2? You're really obviously
struggles with employment.
You are shit to work with.
Oh, so that might be true then.
So yeah, you've probably something to do with the amount you talk.
That might be true.
Like everyone's like,
I must say, his
get rid of him. I can't handle any more of that fucking talking.
His questions have been way better than Ollie's were.
I think. And number 3, well, we all know that's true.
Yeah.
I got one. I want to ask a question. Did you ever? Is your fiance Brianna fucking Tarth or what?
Is my fiance what? Sorry.
From Game of Thrones, Brianna Tarth.
No, she's not.
Are you sure that's definitely not her?
No, definitely not.
I think Nev's got that, but that's probably it. I don't think anyone else fucking got
it. Rapid fire. What year did you get together with your missus? 18 years ago.
Yeah. What year? What year? Quick fire. It's quick fire. You just say it. You say the year.
Is it quick fire maths for a salesman?
Yeah, we don't.
It's all about the numbers, though.
He's got a fucking computer. Doesn't need to do quick math. All right, so I suppose everyone is. I think we need to stop doing this fucking segment because it's a fucking.
When I did it last week, it worked perfectly. Just saying.
I mean,
Andy does a better South African accent than you, Brent.
No,
right?
I think it's number 1. I don't believe Jay could have a partner. It's bullshit. There's a fucking picture of us there.
Don't wreck it. Jay, you're wrecking the game.
Oh, wait. Okay. Ooh, hold on. This is a picture of the beach I own.
You don't let me do this.
Hey.
They're all somewhere.
Pay for that.
Oh,
it's AI. You got great.
Adobe stop that one. Adobe stop.
I had 2 children.
Very simple. Very simply, we looked up the last one. So, congratulations on the outstanding engagement.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is wrong with you?
Well, no. If my 10-year-old would actually come and tell you, we have a joke about it, and we actually say, like, why is Mommy still not got our last name? And my 10-year-old now says exactly the same thing. She says, because we're still trying her out.
That's the longest test driving history.
And then, so any tidbits on why, if you don't want to divulge, it's fine. Why 9 different companies, or do you feel like you've evolved each company?
I've already told you.
Expanding your baseline?
This
No. I mean, I'd say the last 3 prior to obviously Wick Liquor were absolutely.
You got fired from.
No, never been fired from a job. I've always left on my own volition.
I've always been fired.
Never ever once been fired from a job. Always left on my own volition.
Do you tend to leave when people stop fucking talking to you?
No.
Or do you leave when you stop getting paychecks for 2 months?
No. I did have to sue one of my employers home.
Can't imagine.
I did have to sue for non-payment of wages.
Well, you can't say we didn't warn you about coming on this show, Joe.
I know, yeah. You did.
You're not letting me get personal or anything.
What is the word?
I actually started with Big Tobacco, Brent, so I literally left that one when I found out they were absolutely just dealing absolute crap. It was the first one, and then I just bounced around a few, just here and there.
Ash said there is time yet, Jay. Ash said there's time yet.
Cheers, Ash. Cheers, Gaffer.
Salesmen do peak at fucking interview. It is true.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move it along then.
101.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Wow, finger was there.
100%.
Well, the way this is going down, I think we'll be able to close the show on the exact hour that we're supposed to.
I'm just looking at it. I disappeared for 15 minutes. I got rebellious kids causing fucking havoc. We took an hour to say hello and do a vape buffet. It's been 10 minutes on from that, and we're nearly done. Did I miss the whole advocacy segment? Is that finished?
No, we're doing that. We're doing it after this.
You're twisting shit around. All right, you need things livening up. Got you. Right. So, vaping fucking bullshit. Room 101. 3 things that you can make disappear from existence have never been that thing. Go into the room, disappear forever. You've got to convince me, though. Not easy. Vic knows.
Oh yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Right, things I want to put into room 101. I'd say I actually love the ones that went in last week because they would have been all 3 of mine going in as well.
That's a nice story.
Well, I can help you with the first one. Your first one would probably be like wedding chapels or wedding cakes.
Rude and ignorant people would be my first one to go into room.
Yeah, they've been in like 10 times, and including last week.
What can I put into room 101 that's not already...
Oh, do you want a list?
Yeah, that's not already on
yeah, it's got to be something that's never been in there.
Fuck's sake.
People who talk too much.
Yeah, but also you could put something that's been in there, but if you have a different reason for it going in than the reason we had.
Yeah, you can put it like you can as well.
I'm glad you're changing my phone.
I'll tell you what I'd love to put in there at the minute, just because it's around what we're going to be talking about tonight, but I'd love to put vape shop owners that are burying their fucking heads in the sands at the minute and thinking this thing's going to go away.
Yes, right? 100%.
Well, you say that bullshit, but the first fucking question is, how many of these vape shop owners know what the fuck's going on anyway?
They don't know what's going on. They're living under a fucking rock.
They don't know what's going on because they're selling shit to little old women walking past buying 10 disposables at a fucking time. They ain't fucking knowing what's going on. It's a business model. They don't give a fuck. It's high volume.
But then that's the sort of vape store we don't want around because their business model is purely to make money and they're not fucking interested in the industry. So fuck them. They can die and carry on.
That's the point.
You could round it off to people who let everybody else do things for them.
Yes, that would be the one because I had a conversation with a vape shop owner. I had a conversation with a vape shop owner this week who I actually said to him, I said, oh, and he's fully aware of what's going on with the petition and all of this jazz and everything. He's read through the whole licensing scheme and all of that, and he still said, I won't do it until the government actually announced that it is just going to be tobacco and menthol. It's too late. But then moans that his business is going down the fucking toilet at the minute because nobody's coming to his store.
Well, we're going to do advocacy soon anyway, so just to drag it back to Pug's saying you should actually change it to people who won't do things for themselves. You're going to start cooking your own fucking meals, washing your own fucking clothes.
So, mate.
Yeah, you.
What you
I
about
do
me?
cook my own meals and wash my own clothes. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're a liar.
Did you mean Nebs?
Well, definitely that motherfucker. I know the only thing he does for himself is fucking sleep.
I don't even think
Actually, I do majority of the cooking, and I don't wash my clothes.
you do
So-
not do the majority of the cooking.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
does.
lie.
He does. I saw the
He
fucking.
cooked 3 months ago and he's still riding that fucking milk wagon.
Listen, don't take the piss.
Hey, do you know when Pugs tells you that someone threw him under the bus at work? You wonder why.
Listen, I'm gonna fucking levy this right now. I know that Nev's cooked because he made his own fucking tea cakes this morning.
Oh yeah, I did them. Yeah,
You grilled pre-made tea cakes.
yeah, I did pre-cooked tea cake. You mean?
Pre-cooked. He warmed them up slightly. Warmed them
Isn't
up a
that
bit.
just called using a toaster?
Yeah, it would be.
I think
Just eat is not cooking.
I'm going to change your fucking answer for you. It's not people that are burying their heads. It's people that haven't got a fucking clue what's going on.
absolutely.
They are just out there making money. They don't give two fucks about what they're actually making money at. So, yeah, they can fucking go in. Number 2.
Number 2 will be...
Connor.
No, we're not putting Connor.
Put him in. Just put him in.
Connor's okay.
Just put Vic in. That's always a freebie. What?
It's
Next
not
guy's-
even out like for the last 3 times.
He's been in there that many times. He's got a room that is well actually decorated.
He does. He's got room 101A.
He's
all
nested,
Vic's.
he has nested himself.
I've even got
Well,
shelves up
actually,
there, and
Mr. Blomqvist,
on
can I take
all the
my
shelves,
cake?
there's nothing but clones.
Can I take Mike out because you put him in there, yeah? Right, when he was on.
Who? Sorry?
Mike from Big Roll, Bigger, yeah? You put him
Did we
into
put
room
him?
101. You put him into room 101 because he was a shit guest, yeah? So I'm going to take Mike
No,
out.
he wasn't a shit guest.
Whoa!
He
Whoa!
wasn't a shit guest. He was unprepared because
No,
he
no,
came.
Sweeping- that was a sweeping statement.
The door to 101 is not.
Do you know what? All these
It
people under
opens
that
one
bus
way.
today. All
I
these
think-
people under that bus. I'm there with Biggie.
I think the most part of why I was putting him is because he showed Mike his bollocks.
Did
What
when-
the fuck? What?
They
Did-
were beautiful, apparently.
Is this something I did?
No, it's not something you did. You put him in there for being unprepared.
Yeah,
Did I
but he
do
was
that?
unprepared.
So I'm going to take Biggie out and put me in for being further unprepared.
Oh no, you've misunderstood how this fucking works. I decided.
No, but I'm actually
This is
walking
not a
myself in.
democracy.
Oh, okay. Well, you can go in. That's a freebie. So you've got 2 out of a potential 4. So let's go for 2 more.
What else do I want to put in there? Oh, traffic wardens hate them fuckers.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Wow. You
Well,
don't
Have they ever been in? Have they ever been in?
you don't hate enough things, do you? You don't have enough things to worry about in your
Let's do
fucking
He
Right.
just
life.
goes through life so breezy
With
and
your jolly
easy.
fucking
Like,
outlook.
everything's fucking peaches and roses
Sure,
to it.
surely there is something in your fucking world that is worthy of. I really don't fucking like that. I really wish that wasn't a fucking thing. Traffic wardens, for fuck's sake. My fucking 5-year-old, 6-year-old would fucking say, "That's boring, fav."
All right, you've just done it. I'll put ghetto speak in there. This fab
Do you know what? I've got
IDK bollock shit.
one you can put in.
that is.
You see, you fucked up because I'm from Yorkshire and fav is just dad, father. It's not ghetto speak.
Father.
No, I want to put this IDK LOL. Well, crap, my daughter. I can't even decipher a text. When
Oh,
she-
you mean text speak?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it.
He means Victor. He means acronyms.
Acronyms.
Yeah, that as well.
No,
You
just text
fucking
speak.
ignorant twat. Vic's in again.
You just looked that fucking up to make yourself look fucking,
I did that in 0.5 seconds and
Yeah, you
managed to bring that word into my face.
And you're only wearing glasses to look like me.
Correct, yes, because I am a baldy-headed, moly-looking motherfucker. That's what I am.
People might not agree with that one, IDK.
No, I use that on eggs. I do. I use that on
Yeah. That's a bit foobar, mate. Not being funny.
No, I'm fully down with it. No cap.
I'm okay with it because I can't spell for shit. So when I start writing things and people don't understand, I'm like, I just make up words for those places of that. So.
Brent's got loads of acronyms. It's not he can't spell, it's acronyms, man. It means something to him, and if you don't know, fuck you, get out.
100%.
I would have chucked acronyms in.
You change your mind.
Acronyms.
Wait, hold on. Isn't your fucking name an acronym?
Jam.
Hey, luister vir my. Wat ek sê.
Can I throw Pugs in just for this as well? For this whole
I told you you're going in, Pugs. I told you.
Just for what? What
Do you know
are we
what?
throwing Pugs in for?
What, for making the best nicknames for people? Fuck you, I'm fucking great at it.
No, because you've made Jay actually work, and that's why.
No. I'm gonna give Jay a chance right now.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a chance. Give me a good reason to throw Pugs in that room that isn't about your name, because that's boring. What could we throw him in for?
The fact that he doesn't use his buffet at all.
I discovered the one thing that can actually shut the cunt up.
The night's young yet. I think the thing that shuts him up is putting him on a fucking live show. That's the one that fucking gets.
Seems to be. He's very chatty in the Zoom room afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's in a room full of celebrities, actual celebrities. So he's obviously very overwhelmed.
Sorry, would that be celebrities on the number one?
I think
show?
underwhelmed is the answer.
Panel.
Right. Fuck this. Right, you fucking. This is going fucking tits up. Give me one good thing, and I'll give you 3 out of fucking 3 if you give me one reasonable thing and you get it in there. If not, fuck this shit.
And this has got to be the one guest that has had the most chances to get
I'm just
Seriously trying to give it to him.
I've got one for you, Jay. Actually, I've got one for you. Small pictures on big walls.
That's the YouTube thumbnail.
One thing that really bowls my purse.
Going grey in weird places.
Find something really fucking interesting to say.
The cost of razor blades.
Something superb to say.
Fucking smartwatches.
Find one topic that's interesting as fucking. We can debate for 5 whole minutes, and if it goes in, you win the week. You win the fucking week. If not, you're going in. You're going to the fucking room.
Just put Jay in.
I think I'm packing my bag.
Should we ask Ash if we put Jay in? Ash, should we put Jay in?
Ash, can I go in room 101?
I think he'd rather go in 101 than deal with this fucking bullshit.
I think you're missing the point. Even if you suggest yourself, you've still got to argue a fucking reason.
Just put me in and talk too much.
I'm waiting for Ash to say I can go in.
Yeah, get him in. Get him in.
Get him in.
There we go. I'm in.
Bossman's spoken.
No fucking about. Get him in.
Sorry.
Get him in. Posh, gone.
Oh. I still want a reason. Why are you going in?
I can give you a million. Talks too much. There's a good reason. Put him in.
Oh, that's evidently not the case. Oh, fuck. I'm going to do you a favor.
Do you know what? Actually, let's just cancel the show. And Jay, phone Paul.
You can phone me, but I've got a real low tolerance for fucking boredom. I'm not going to listen to you. Come the fuck on. You must have one thing you don't fucking like. You want to be erased from existence. Anything.
Anything that I want to raise.
Is it requesting to come on this
I've
show?
got one for you, Jay. I've got one for you. The Egyptian business model.
Well, I will argue the merits and downfall of that model.
I'm trying to think of one thing that really bowls my piss, but there's nothing really that bowls my piss.
Your world is rosy.
Right, I've got an idea. Should we move on to the whole advocacy thing, and then when he's like really furious,
he will really fucking get one. Then he'll get one.
And I'll be like,
it'll just come out.
That's it.
Put the government in. Fuck me.
There's a few things to fuck from him.
I can't think of anything from it.
No, just yeah, that's a good idea. After he's had this fucking chat, I guarantee he'll have at least 8 things to put in there.
All right, so I'm offering a recess. You can come back later and have another go.
By the way, that's the nicest thing Paul's ever done.
I'm buying a pass then, yeah? I'm buying a pass.
Very admirable.
You're buying a
Go
pass,
back to it.
but bear in mind, if you still offer some boring shit, you're going in.
But before we get onto the advocacy thing, it is about advocacy. There was a few things that John McClintock brought up, questions and sort of his opinion on it in the chat. It says there seems to be a view that we should be targeting vapors to get behind this, but I think the vaping community needs to target information on the people that are non-vapors smokers as the majority. That was one point you put.
Totally agree.
It's very true because you got to understand that most of the paper that came out last year that finished in December that everyone was supposed to fill in that no one fucking knew about, most of that was voted on by soccer mums and people whose kids were vaping and they didn't vape themselves. Therefore, they all saw it as a bad thing and they were looking for something like that and they found it. We didn't.
It's just a bit of a flip side of the coin. We're all going after shops, vapors.
I think the fact with that one is we've clearly started the fucking advocacy chat already. The thing with that is that they've gone looking for it. We've got so-called representatives in this industry that didn't fucking show us it.
Yeah, but they're looking the wrong side. They're looking through binoculars the wrong fucking end.
No. If you've got a miserable slag, a lady that's not happy with what's going on, feels the need to complain and go find a route to complain, surely these so-called advocacy groups that are being paid by a lot of people would have known this was going on and brought it to our attention as a community to say, you should be looking at this.
No, they just moan about it. They will moan about it. You've got a mum whose 11-year-old boy is vaping disposables. They will then complain about it to the point they need to ban disposables. No, you're fucking wrong. You absolute short-minded.
Well, parent your child, bitch.
Right? Because what happens is if you moan about this enough, the shit will get banned. If that shit gets banned, then all your kid is going to do is get illegal disposables from that point on, which are unregulated and no one knows what the fuck's in it. They're not going to stop. So what you need to do is regulate it, not ban it. Because if you ban it, then they're only ever going to vape shit that we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
If you regulate it,
an illegal disposable is way worse than a regulated disposable.
These people seem to forget that once we were all fucking kids, right? Yeah, we're getting into the shit now. So we were all kids once, and we smoked when we were younger. That's what we did. Kids don't do that now. They vape.
Yeah.
That's a better thing. It's better they do that. It's not great they do that, but it's better that they do that than smoke. So if you ban it, they're only ever going to get the really shit fucking disposables that are really not good for them. And to be fair, the only horror stories we've heard about kids being really sick and hospitalized have been from illegal disposables that are full of and all.
Address the issue though, right? So I want to know this personally because I don't understand it. What is cool about vaping? What's attractive? Because I don't.
Do you know what? It's the kid with the most illegal, biggest, most fancy disposable. That's what's cool about vaping.
Maybe I don't know. Because I don't.
When you were younger, when you were a kid, and you're in a group of 20 lads, say, it was the lad that had the most edgiest thing, the most illegal thing, the naughtiest thing. That was the coolest thing, because that's what kids are. It's whatever you're not supposed to be doing. That's what you want to be seen doing.
Vaping is it's not just an item. It's an event, right? You're doing something. When we were younger, it was, I'm going to try and buy a little flick knife thing from the tobacconists or whatever.
No one can do.
Yeah, it was well, not the ninja knives, but just even a knife, just to have a pocket knife and like, oh look, I got a knife. That was a thing, right? But vaping's an event. So where are these little fucksticks getting the idea that I never smoked, but I want to do that? Is it now? This is a question for you. Is it actually irresponsible fuckwit parents who are vaping around the kids non-stop, and the kid just thinks you do it?
No, I don't believe that.
I don't buy that. And the reason being, I sat my 10-year-old down last week. Me and my partner both did, and we asked her, like, because there's shit lying around the house all the time. Do you know what I mean? There's bottles of juice, there's mods lying around and everything. And my partner Lindsay turned around to me and said, Have you ever thought about picking Dad's vapes up and either trying them or taking them to school or anything like that? And she said, no, I wouldn't do that because obviously they're not for me.
Do you know what? There's a caveat here, because the thing is, if your kids are never going to want to do what you do, right?
Yeah.
They won't. So it's a rare occasion where everyone in this room has got kids that are going to see what we do. They're not going to want to do it because we do it, right? But if you're in a family of people that don't vape and all your mates vape, it's all peer pressure. It's all this kind of stuff has always been peer pressure. It's nothing to do with the parent. It's peer pressure. If the lads are doing it and your mates are doing it, you're doing it. If you don't do it,
you just want to fit in.
Yeah, but I think what Paul, the point that Paul's making is, I think we, as parents that have got young kids, in the rare occasion, because we're in the industry, we probably are breeding kids that won't do it because who wants to do what the mum and dads are doing.
But I think our kids are more exposed to it as well. You know, for the
but there's the difference. I think the difference that I'm trying to make this point. The difference, right? So you smoked, I smoked, we all smoked. Right. Is anybody here smoking whose parents did not?
No.
No. Right. Okay. Nevs. So for the majority, what we're saying is the parents did it. The kids saw it. The kids then looked and did it. Now, my point is, this goes back a stage to where you should actually be saying it's your job as the parent of the child to almost say to them, this to me is my medicine because it stops me doing this far worse thing.
Yeah.
And it's for you to pass the message as to why you do it. Not to ignore it, not to say nothing and let these kids go out and say, well, mum and dad do it. I guess it's fucking good. That's what you need to do, right? If they understand this is what I do to not do the really bad thing and explain that to your child, that's a different approach. And again, instead of saying, ban this, ban that, regulate this, regulate that, which we should be regulated, not a fucking sideline. But if you parent your kid right and say, this is actually not good for you, they won't do it.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Your parents didn't sit with you and say, smoking's shit, don't do it.
Is that an argument when if you as a parent are telling the kids don't do this, it's not good for you? How was a rebel?
It's better than not addressing it. It's better than not talking about it.
Most edgy kids rebel against the parents. They do.
I think a lot of it is that obviously when I was growing up, my first experience of cigarettes when I was probably 11 or 12 was nicking one off my mum or dad.
Yeah.
Walking down the park, smoking it, spewing up, or getting all dizzy and head rushy and everything, and then telling your mates I nicked a fag off my mum. And then the following week I went to my granddad's house and nicked a cigar because that's what my granddad. And that's how we started smoking, because we, even at 12-year-old, we couldn't buy them. We could go down with a note from my mum and dad and say, please sell Scott 20 B&H because dad wants some. Well, that was back in the day, that was allowed. But
Scott,
now
there is one thing that's a massive difference to when you were a kid to when the kids are today, and that's the internet.
Yeah, but Barry's just raised it in the chat. If you look at Barry's comment, I like that one. Barry's just raised a very good point there.
The thing of it is now vaping disposables with all the colours and all that sort of stuff is cool.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Right. So put this to one side. Have the two things in an extreme, right? What's something that's also popular? I'll throw you one out. Trainers, sneakers, if you like. If you are younger than me. Yeah. So the majority of kids will wear potentially whites or black trainers. They don't want to go crazy because they don't want to fucking stand out. Right?
If you say kids, it's black.
Okay, well, but that's another factor, right? So I was the prick that wore multicolored trainers or leopard print trainers or whatever the fuck it might have been. That's a rarity. We're angling this the wrong fucking way. It's not about the vape is appealing to these kids. It's about education.
Yeah, totally.
There are things out there that these kids, right? So when you're in school, you get educated about sex, you get educated about drugs, you get all these things, right? It should be the same for alcohol and cigarettes. It should be the same thing, right? Look, fuckface. This is what happens to you. This is where you go when you go down this fucking road. And it's the same. It's the same thing. It's education.
Yeah, but the kids don't care about that.
No, I'm not saying they do, but if
you don't give a shit about that until you're much older.
No, you don't. But again, this is an event. It's not an item. It's an event. You are doing something.
You're right, here, Paul. I agree. You're right, because at the end of the day, we're partaking in a narcotic that we're addicted to. That narcotic is just nicotine. You know, I think that's what's been overlooked at the moment, is that we deal with addicts on a day-to-day basis. We sell little bottles of liquid that contain a drug for those people to get off the more harmful side of it. We're a harm reduction therapy as such, yeah? And nicotine replacement therapy. And I think that's what's not being looked at the moment. It's the education that's lacking in this country with said kids. I mean, I was talking to a teacher the other day, and they were talking about PSRE classes, which we used to call health and social, or whatever it was when I was at school, yeah? And they actually said that vaping has been put onto the curriculum, but they don't do anything about it because they don't understand it. And I was like, well, why are you not reaching out to people within the industry? There's more than enough of us that would come in and educate educators. We don't want to talk to kids.
That's your point, right? So again, when you talk about advocacy, and not to insult anybody who's involved in this advocacy, if you are a parent and or the government, if somebody who sells these things wants to talk to you about how unharmful or its purpose is, you're going to look and say, you've got a vested interest.
Of course, yeah.
You have a vested interest. I need to speak to somebody who understands what's behind this, the reality of it, the actual science, the fucking facts and figures, and say, right, I need to make an informed decision. It's not about, all the guys who are involved in industry taking up arms and going for it, because all the government will look at is say, well, you stand to make money or lose money on this.
I agree.
The trouble you've got, playing a little bit of a devil's advocate, if disposables came into the country 5 years ago and they were all white tubes that were tobacco or menthol, do you think the uptake would have been as high?
No.
That would never. That's an irrelevant point, because that wouldn't have happened, because the people that are making these things to be marketed towards the people that want them.
I don't know. Do you know what, Pugs? I get your point of view, but I think the question Scott asks is relevant. And the reason is you would still go buy a cigarette, which is just a white fucking stick.
Yeah. But
there's no attraction. There's no physical, there's no emotive attraction.
We were sold that idea by things like movie stars and, Marlon Brando and the cowboy, the Marlboro cowboy. It was seen as cool.
I'll raise you three things right now. Three things in one. Smoking still looks cooler than fucking vaping. I don't give two fucks what anyone says. If you see some fucking crazy action hero, he is not fucking. Just hang on a sec. I'll have a vape. He's got a fag hanging out of his mouth.
When was the last time you saw an underage kid with a fag in his mouth?
I don't. Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't see that many young kids with vapes in their mouths, and I'm aware it goes on, but I don't see a lot of it.
But do you see any kids smoking and you think, oh, you're too young to be smoking?
Right, so much like you did, you don't walk down the fucking street with a fag in your hand, do you? You go and hide in a bush or a fucking den or wherever the fuck you are.
I remember when I was younger.
And
we walked around with sticks.
So maybe you're the exception. I think the point that Scott was trying to make is, whether these things are multicolored or not, right? Everybody likes colors. Everybody likes flavors. Everybody likes everything, right? We all like things. So to say it's marketed to a child isn't necessarily right. It could. I'm tattooed to fuck. I'm multicolored, right? So if someone brings something multicolored out, I might just like it because I like color. That doesn't mean I'm a fucking child that's going to go out and grab a vape. I could go out and grab a fucking water pistol or whatever the fuck it is, because they're all bright colors. It's not the attraction. It's the event. Why do they want the event of vaping?
I would guess that probably, if you worked out the ranges, I would guess that probably if you looked at it, if you said 70% of the UK disposable scene is legal, 15% of it is 50 milligram, 10,000 puffs, whatever it may be, and 15% of it is like a gummy bear, like a bloody ice cream cone and all that shit. If you divide those numbers up, the bulk of the people that are vaping disposables are vaping 20 milligram fruity cold sticks or cubes that are bright and coloured, and the the majority of the people are not vaping. The majority of the kids, I should say, are not vaping these 10 quid things that they can buy under the counter at a barber shop.
No,
Older people are, older vapers are, and older smokers are, but I don't think 13, 14, 15-year-old kids are doing that. I think they're buying 600 puff disposables from the corner shop, getting someone to go in and buy them, get caught by mum and dad with a drawer full of them or one under the mattress, and this is where the ball's rolling.
I wish you were right, but you know,
I think you are right. So
it's not.
Just to, I'm not just arguing with you, Pugs, but you are on one side of a spectrum. Scott's somewhere in the middle. I'm maybe the other fucking side of this. But when you talk about this vape shit, right? Yes, kids want to do things they shouldn't do. They do. That's a fucking fact. They all want to push the fucking limits and all the rest of it. What interests me in my own head isn't about the attraction to this. It's why. It's not just a colourful stick and a fruit, right? One quick way to fix this, you make these fucking things all 18 milligram freebase. They're not smooth. That's not a cool thing to do. You're going to take that in. You're going to cough your fucking asshole out. It's not necessarily the attraction to this. The product behind it, maybe. So when you were a kid, Calpol's a nice tasting medicine, right? If someone went out and bought you something that tasted like dog shit, you won't ask for it.
Yeah, that yellow shit.
Yeah.
When I was young, it was Mucron. It wasn't Calpol.
No, but this is the point, right? So my kid, my 6-year-old, when he's got a little bit of a can't be arsed mood, not well, I need some medicine, right? He likes the taste of Calpol. If I said to you, guess what, mate? I've got you some fucking Cavonia, some fucking horrible, nasty shit. Do you want some of that? Do you? All of a sudden, he don't fucking want it. He's okay now. I think there's a little bit of that. There's no side effect to picking up a 20 milligram salt fucking vape. There's no side effect. You're not coughing. You don't feel it. It's fucking smooth. It's flavorful. It's a thing to do. If you make it, and I'm not saying just tobacco or menthol by any stretch, but if you make it actually, it's to stop you smoking. You want that throat feel. You want that fucking hit in your lungs. You want to know you've got it. It becomes a different matter.
I think
it's been made too easy for them.
Yeah,
it is easy. It's easy.
I've said that to my kids. You know, my daughter's going through 2 disposables a day. Well, probably 3 every 2 days, to be fair. And I said, I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but I've worked out a 600 puff 20 milligram disposable was roughly a packet of fags, roughly.
Yeah.
So I said, you're smoking 60 fags every 2 days. Oh no, I'm not. I don't cough. I don't. They're getting a wonderful array of fruit flavors, and the nicotine content is through the roof, and that's what's getting them.
We've created a generation of nicotine zombies. That's what we've created.
Yeah, but no, because nicotine's not the dangerous chemical.
No, it's not dangerous, but it is addictive.
It's no worse than caffeine. We all know that, right? So kids aren't walking around Starbucks saying, "I need a fucking triple espresso, motherfucker."
Yeah. In no way on earth am I saying it's dangerous. The nicotine side of it isn't dangerous, but that's the hook. That's what keeps them going back.
I'm just saying, right? My point I was trying to make is if you grew up in a large group of people like I did, there was 30 or 40 of us. The guy that was vaping the biggest, most illegal, naughtiest thing was the coolest guy. And that's what even the kids that are vaping these little 600 things, they got somebody to buy from the shop for them. They'll be looking at, they'll feel inferior with that. So the lad that's got the 60,000 puff fucking big neon thing, who's looking cool and has got the fit bird, you want to be like him.
So the problem with that, and if you take devil's advocate aside, as the government, what you're seeing is the cool thing to do instead of smoke is now vape.
Yeah.
Well, it is anyway.
Yeah, but you've gone into that lane.
But it's not as bad for you as smoking.
Yeah, but you've gone into that lane of where the government may fall down and say, well, hold on, what you're saying is smoking's not cool, but vaping is. Well, vaping might only be 5% as harmful as fucking tobacco, but we'll get rid of that as well. This is the thing that they're doing is
they're going for. I mean, the angle that the government is going for is that I can't remember what the date they said was a smoke-free Great Britain by whatever year it was.
2030.
Yes, 16 or 18-year-olds being able to buy up until this point.
Was it 2035?
Yeah, so they are attacking the one thing that stops people smoking.
But they're not
Doesn't
attacking
make any
smoking.
sense.
That's the thing. That's the thing that pisses me off and really needs to go in 101. Is they're not going for fags.
No,
They are. No, it's both. There's both. They want both. You can't buy either.
Yeah, but they do. They do
Yeah,
want
I know.
both. They want it smoke. They want it smoke-free, as in smoke-free. They understand the fact.
Yeah,
They're not going to be able to ride this milk wagon for much longer because
I'll tell you now.
everyone knows that smoking kills people.
Do you know the easiest argument? The easiest argument, and I'm not in this position to have this argument with the government, but the easiest argument is if you're taking the hard line on now cigarettes, take it on alcohol as well. But they won't.
Whoa, easy time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want either of these things, but the fact is they won't because the revenue coming in pays for the fucking issues that come from it and more.
It's much more selfish than that, mate. It's because they all drink.
Yeah, well, of course they do. But this is the fact. This is why spirits don't get taxed as highly every year.
I remember who was it? It was that politician was so blazing in fucking when he was doing the House of Parliaments and they were doing the tax thing and he was talking about what everything's going up every year. And he said, and whiskey is not going up, and then picked up a glass and drank from it.
Yeah. And this is the point, right? So there's the old boys club.
Two Jags. What's his fucking name?
Prescott.
Oh, Prescott. John Prescott.
So, but the reality is that that's the situation you're in. You're dealing with a collective that have their own opinions, their own thoughts, and their own wants.
Self-serving motherfuckers.
Yeah, yes, they are. But let me ask you this: as a hobbyist vapor who knows what's going on, not the Joe Public, you're also trying to save what you want. So what you need to do in order to save what you want is to group it with other things. Like they're trying to group vaping with cigarettes. You should say, well, hang on. Why can I buy, for argument's sake, Nevins, a fucking marshmallow stupid brewdog in a neon snazzy can that appeals with silly fucking flavours in it?
Yeah.
But I can't buy a vape that's coloured pink. You need to compare it to something else and say, well, hang on, you're comparing this to this. There are a lot of underage drinking kids. What are you doing about that? You're not restricting alcohol. You're not restricting what flavours or cans can be had with alcohol.
And also, what you're saying there, Paul, as well, and this was something I raised with an MP as well, regards the alcohol one. I can walk through a supermarket and alcohol is at my child's eye level and everything. It's usually next to the sweet aisle as well. You know what I mean? So you usually get the sweet aisle, the crisp aisle, and then the alcohol aisle. So that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't need to be in gantries. It doesn't need to be locked down. You can have unicorn gin and cherry this and mango flavoured that and the other. They also don't have to have 80% of their labels with warnings all over. And then if you go back to, I think it was last week, the Independent's frontline page of 5 teenagers hospitalised due to spicing by using a Vaporesso device. Right? But what that was they were tagging a vape company in it, which was just a delivery device. Like Joel had the same problem in America, yeah? Right? If a drunk driver plows into a bus stop full of people, do they blame Volvo for the car he was driving, and do they tag AU vodka for the vodka he was drinking?
No, but this is my point. When you talk about there's one thing arguing for something you want. You're arguing for your right to be able to do this thing. You need a comparative because you can't have that the irony and the bullshit of we want rid of this, but this thing that's far worse and kills more people. Let's be honest, alcohol kills more people. We're all trying. But you can't have a legislation against one thing that's potentially harmful when something far more harmful has just been fucking ignored. And to me, that's a different argument because you should be looking at this and saying, well, hang on, you're allowing this, but you're focused on this, why? And let them argue back as to why, because then you can counter.
I would like that. Honestly, I would like someone to stand up in a room with these people and say, why? Why?
Why
are you attacking this when everyone can still quite actively go out and buy a packet of cigarettes? What what's the fucking reasoning behind it?
No, you've got to be mindful that our government is trying to stop both. Now that makes sense. So while you're doing that,
vaping.
Yeah, well, no, they're not. They're focusing on cigarettes. Vaping's getting tied in now, and that's because guess what? Other governments around the world are doing it, right? We're following suit. Oh, hang on a minute.
Well, we're
But
not.
we've already-
Where is it? Sorry, there it goes. Pete Lewis in chat says Germany has this week legalized cannabis. UK is banning flavored vape liquids. How far apart are Germany and the UK?
Yeah, but this is correct. So when you talk about things that are potentially harmful or not, they've had, what have they had, 60, 70 years of cannabis, and they've decided, guess what, it's not that bad, we'll legalise the fucking stuff. A lot of countries doing that. We're looking at something that is 5% as harmful as a cigarette, but we're looking to get rid of it. It's ridiculous, because most people are going to smoke cannabis, no offence, they're going to smoke the fucking thing. They ain't bonging it, they're smoking it with tobacco.
Combustible shit.
Yeah.
Edibles.
No, Brent, you're a professional. My point is, you're allowing other things that for decades have been harmful and proven not to be part of daily life. You cannot start looking at fucking vape in with cigarettes and not address alcohol. That's the time.
But the only option then is to license.
Yes, why not?
Yeah.
Would you stop that? Does anybody care if nicotine products are licensed? I don't give a fuck.
No, unless I want licensing, I want licensing on the products because
that's the point. That's the absolute point. The hypocrisy of we'll leave alcohol the fuck out, even though it kills far more people than tobacco does, or vaping will ever try and get near.
I've actually got some stats for you. If you let me just deliver the stats for you. So there were 20,970 alcohol-related deaths in England, equating to a rate of 38.5 per 100,000 population. Yeah. If you look at smoking-related deaths, there are 80,000 a year. Right. So smoking is now at a rate where it could be seen higher than alcohol-related deaths.
It doesn't matter when you're talking about flavors and you're talking about bright labels. Yeah. It's irrelevant. If they put heroin in a fucking pink and blue syringe, would you buy it more?
What I think the argument is across the flavour debate at the moment, right, is if they limit it to tobacco and menthol, right, the one thing that we don't want is the chemical switch to, if we're vaping a tobacco, then it's going to make us want a cigarette, because if there's only tobacco or menthol, I may as well go back to smoking, essentially. Because
association.
It's association, but again, there was a comment earlier. I'll try and scroll the name real fast. One of the guys came in and said he'd stopped smoking, then he stopped vaping, and he went back to vaping a few years later. Now, to me, what he's done there is relate maybe a stressful time in his life. No, that's it, John McClintock. A stressful time in his life, potentially, and gone, cigarettes used to take care of that need, but I know vaping is better, and I did that, and that will give me the same relief. Again, to bore the fuck out of everybody, see it as some form of medicinal. Do I think that anybody should be picking up vaping who never smoked? No. Why?
I think that's what we've forgotten, though, Paul. And this was, there's always been the unwritten rule that when I did expos in the past, yeah, if you had somebody that came to the stand, the first question you used to ask them is, "Are you an ex-smoker, or are you currently smoking, looking at quitting?" Right, and if they said no, you pulled product back and said, "Sorry, we've got nothing for you because this is obviously a drug that we do not want to. Don't want this in your system. If you've never had this drug in your system, don't partake in it." That's now been stopped.
I don't know. I agree to an extent. I can see where Pugs is going. This is freedom of choice, right? If you want to go and pick this up appropriately, of the age to be able to do so, and with people who are understanding and trained and fucking whatever, that's your choice. And you should have a choice to go do whatever the fuck you feel like doing. Yeah. What you shouldn't do is be restricted to what you can choose based on fucking pathetic bullshit reasons.
I used to have that mindset of I used to get really wound up by people that started vaping that didn't used to smoke. And I think most hobbyist vapors have the same mindset. There's like, why? Why did you do that? But then I started thinking, well, this is 2023. This is the technological version of smoking. So if you are going to start doing something shit, I would rather it was vaping than smoking. And that's what it is now. That is the new smoking. It is the new smoking.
Maybe so, but let's to that point. You talk about hobbyists and their opinions. We've had this conversation before. When you talk about hobbyists within the vaping realm, it's about 0.5% of everyone that vapes.
It's so small.
It's ridiculous. So again, to think that our first opinions on how to prevent this are correct is wrong, because you're not dealing with us. You're dealing with the mass public. You're dealing with people who are picking it up maybe instead of smoking, or using it instead of smoking to fucking quit.
Or using it with smoking to curb it.
Yeah, but this is the argument you need to have. You don't need to have, we like flavors and we want to carry on having them. That's not the fight. The fight is you're trying to prevent somebody from having a choice of something they want to do, but you're ignoring far more deadly fucking things.
Yeah.
If you're addicted to a vape, right, worst thing you do is fill a room with a fucking horrible fruity flavor that no one wants to smell. If you get addicted to alcohol, you are going to die at some point.
Yeah.
If you get addicted to cigarettes, you will definitely fucking die.
Yeah.
The vape will just piss people off. They don't want to see your clouds and don't want to smell your fruit. That's it. That's the difference that you need to put across. You allow this.
No one seems to be getting that. The kids, I keep going back to this, but the kids, the angle they're coming in is with the kids, right? And they're seeing that as a massive. I do remember when I was a kid, the anti-smoking stuff that was being thrown at us when we were kids wasn't quite as harsh as this. I don't think. Well, it certainly didn't deter us. We all smoked.
Yeah, but there was no social media back then.
Yeah, there was no.
That is also a big difference. That is a massive factor. Huge.
There wasn't a bullshit fucking media campaign against
just a second. You talk about a media coverage to put you off something. For the last 10 years, cigarette packets have been black with fucking dead people on them. It hasn't worked.
And let's also not forget that when we were kids and they were trying to tell us not to do drugs, we had Grange Hill.
Yeah.
This is it. You have representation of real life on TV.
I just said we had Grange Hill, and Ollie went, I have no idea what's to say.
I know. Ollie don't know what a fucking vape is other than a fucking Pure Max, so I'm not fucking holding out much hope for it.
Hey, he's got an Oxford. Look
at it from another point, and I keep going on about this, and I do find it massively important. If you haven't read the Colin Mendelsohn paper, search it out and look for it about what's happened in Australia since they banned everything.
Yeah,
it's beyond horrific what's going on there at the minute.
It's
fucking unbelievable. They are firebombing tobacco shops that don't agree to sell illegal vapes.
They're shooting people in the street.
They are killing people because of it. Here's the thing: when you talk about prohibition, which history at no point in our entire history has prohibition worked for anything.
Never.
So nothing. Literally, you go back to America. Was it the 40s or 50s?
1920s
when they banned alcohol. That gave birth to the mafia.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it's never worked. All it ever does, if you say the word prohibition, the criminals' ears prick up and go, "Oh, money to be made, money to be made." And bear in mind, criminals are not morally adjusted. They will fucking kill you to make money. That's what happens.
I was speaking to somebody in Australia about this the other day because obviously the 1st of March is impending for them at the moment with the rest of the ban coming in. And literally I said, what's going to change for you as a business owner? And they went, fuck all, we're just going to move to the outback and literally serve it from a warehouse. That's all they're going to do. That's all they're going to do. And they said, we're just going to jack our prices up on it.
Exactly. I mean, the point is, if you prohibit anything, that means that there's a need for it, right?
Yeah.
That's the underlying thing is there's a need for it. If criminals, if there's a need for anything, if there's a way to make money, they will fucking make money. And kids, this is a hard pill for most parents to swallow. Kids can find illegal things easier now than we could. Now, I'm going to go back to when I was a kid. I was a stoner, and I'm not asked. I said this last night. I don't care who fucking knows about this. I was a stoner for 30 years, full time. I never went without weed, right? I don't hang around with a load of criminals. I'm not a gangster. I never, ever went without weed. If there was a drought on for weed, I always knew someone that would sell it for a bit more. And I'm not particularly a dodgy guy. So nowadays they have the internet, which makes it even easier to fucking find shit. Kids will find illegal disposables that are unregulated, unsafe, and they will fucking have them in abundance if you ban it.
There's a worse problem than that. So establishing a need is, you're right, the underground and all the rest of the shit, they will come out, they'll make sure it happens, because prohibition doesn't fucking work. The worst part about that is, and I'll ask you all now, if I say to you, you're not fucking doing that, what's the first thought in your head?
I'm going to do that.
I'm going to do
fuck
it.
you. Yeah, fuck you. Make it hard to get, they'll want it more.
Give me Brent, I want it.
They'll make you want it more, right? So the reality is, it's all about education.
Actually, it's probably, you can dial it back more than that. It's about being told by people you don't know what you should do.
Yeah, but the fix is the education. The fix is the education. All these things should be. Well, did anybody say to you in school, you probably shouldn't smoke? Did they? Fuck.
No.
Why not?
The teachers used to ask me for a cigarette.
I'll tell you.
Genuinely is true. That is genuinely true. In fact, there was a lot of kids at school that used to buy 10 B&H on the way in for £1, by the way. That's how old I am. And sell them for like 50p each or whatever, and make money on it and sell them to the teachers. That was actually it was like prison. They were currency.
Yeah. I used to, like, if you wanted to smoke behind the bike sheds or behind like the sports block or something, the teacher knew where to come and grab cigarettes from, and they'd literally stand there and have a
share it with you. Share it with you.
Yeah.
But that again is part of the fucking argument we actually need to have. Is regulate it in line with other harmful products and educate people. There is no education to kids in school about alcohol.
This is what we're trying to do, Paul. But the problem is we're battling against too much. We're battling against people that don't understand, right? Because they get a narrative from the newspapers and the media and all of the crap that comes out. Yeah, right. We've also got two trade bodies above us that, don't speak to the people that don't pay membership fees to them. You know what I mean? Because you can't have a voice and be in the club if you don't pay to be there. It's almost like you've got to pay to play. You know what I mean? So it's even our own trade organisations are profiteering from it instead of being the voice that we need them to be.
I think that's my point. The person that needs to have the voice is somebody who's neutral and educated. It's not somebody who's involved. If you're making money on any side of this, you're not going to be taken with legitimacy. You need to be the person who has no skin in the fucking game. You level playing field, but you look at the facts.
That's genuinely true.
John McClintock's just raised a valid point there. Let's not forget the biggest reason that most countries are trying to ban vaping, their tobacco companies are losing money. A lot of governments are just self-serving.
I think, I get that, but again, that's a business losing money. That's a business. They've got skin in the game.
There's a problem with that. It's the problem isn't, believe it or not, big tobacco. The problem is actually big pharma.
Yeah, it's big pharma. Big pharma.
Most big tobacco companies these days have got a lot of skin in the game of vaping.
Yeah,
and also,
what does it go back to though? It goes back to education. Because if I was a smoker, I tried gum, I tried patches, I tried all that. I see me fucking chewing gum with a patch on my arm, smoking. They don't work. The public aren't educated. They're not educated.
You're at least twice as more successful giving up smoking, vaping, than any other cessation device out there. That's proven.
And also, beside everything, beside all the money. Oh, sorry.
Do you know the major issue in all of this? And I'll just say this: the major issue, as an industry, what are we classified as?
Tobacco.
No, what are we classified as? What's that?
Novelty food.
Thank you, Ollie. Novelty food item. We are a novelty food item. We are not even an NRT because Big Pharma block that at every opportunity they get, because they know if we get licensed as an NRT, they're not selling patches, they're not selling any of the other shit that they're trying to pass off as snake oil salesman.
Oh wait! I don't understand. If we're pegged as a novelty food item, by who?
We are deemed as a novelty food industry because we use food flavorings.
By who?
So vaping is then illegal fucking ice cream or Belgian chocolate.
Why are we tagged into the same?
We are only tagged in with tobacco when we introduce the poison, which is nicotine.
Which is no worse than caffeine, which is in a lot of drinks, anyways. And tomatoes. Stop selling them. Stop selling tomatoes.
Also, you got. I think one of the biggest problems we got is, and I personally think this is the biggest problem we got. The Conservatives are fucked.
Yeah,
Richie Sunak
they're cash grabbing votes.
Richie Sunak is seeing this as votes and his legacy. He don't give a fuck. He's out in October. He's out.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy that.
To do with votes, surely they would have gone.
Say if you got 4 million voters from vapors, 4 million. Again, 0.5% are hobbyists, which are the only people that understand what's even happening. It's not that. It's not that. It's the cigarette thing and stopping cigarettes by X date makes sense. The fucking assholes who are saying that vaping is just as fucking toxic and just as bad, tag that on. But again, you've raised another argument. If it's not even related and it's talking about a novelty food, well, you're classifying something else. You might as well ban fucking poppadoms because it's the same fucking shit. It's not even related.
No, but this is the joke of the argument.
Poppadoms.
Well, I would highly advise against that, but it's ridiculous. The highlight that needs to be made by whoever's arguing this case on behalf of everybody is, what the fuck are you actually talking about? What are you actually saying? You've got fucking vape shops in hospitals. You've got adverts on buses. You've been proactively advertising vaping as a smoking cessation tool, and now you're going to ban it?
Well, Rishi did. One of Rishi's legacies was this swap to quit or something like that, where he was handing out vape devices on prescription for people.
1 million devices.
What's the ban? What we're doing? It's ludicrous. It is actually ludicrous.
It's very easy then. It's very easy because if your top man's already tied into it, you say, well, you're looking to ban something that you yourself gave to people.
Yeah.
So did you not research this in the first place? Are you saying you're potentially responsible for harm to people?
But he's giving ones that were made by big pharmaceutical companies, not by Chinese companies.
It doesn't matter who makes it. It's the same shit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
I mean what you say.
But it's a medical device he's giving people.
It's right. And everything you're saying is absolutely true, but I can't see past the fact that now I really want some poppadoms.
I'm sorry.
Vic,
I also want poppadoms.
Vic. You're being quiet. Come on.
Yeah.
This is the industry's fault. It's completely the industry. And it's not just the industry's fault, it's UKVIA's fault. And here's why. The argument was never about kids. Originally, it was never about kids. If you cast your mind back to 2 years ago, there was multiple councils complaining about the litter of disposables. Yes. You had a Glasgow councillor walking up Union Street. Yeah, you had a Glasgow councillor walking up Union Street, the 3/4 mile stretch where there's 7 vape shops and a whole load of little marketplaces selling all the illegal disposables. 155 disposables he picked up in one walk.
Yeah,
that was the original complaint.
I've commented on this a few times now because, as you all know, I'm in the event industry, and we do festivals, and after every festival, that grass is a carpet of disposables.
Yep.
Carpet.
Now, at that point in time, there was no pressure on the government, none. And we need to remember Theresa May's government, because it's been the Conservatives that have been in power all the way through this, all the way through it. You had David Cameron with a Liberal Democrat coalition government that was very weak. They didn't touch vaping. You had Theresa May after the election that she called by mistake, even weaker than Sunak is now. They didn't touch vaping. Boris Johnson didn't touch vaping. It's only up till now they started doing it. And the reason's a simple one. It's the left. The argument about the children didn't start until Labour injected it in.
Yeah.
It didn't start. And the trouble is, UK VIA and the IBVTA, they had a chance to hold back the tide of the disposable club 2 years ago before it really got bad. And they didn't.
In fact, they made them members of their trade organisations.
Yeah. Elf Bar, all the big disposable, most of the big disposable members are now members of UK VIA.
How's that even fucking work?
They could have stepped in. They could have stepped in 2 to 2.5 years ago before the disposable problem first started and nipped it in the bud. And the interesting thing is here, 8 years ago to 10 years ago, there was still disposables around.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Yeah, there was still disposables around back then. But it was
Vic, I know you love politics, Vic. I know you love politics. Answer me this fucking question. Do all parties piss in the same fucking pot anyway?
Yes.
They mostly do.
Yes, they do. So, whichever party it is irrelevant. Some fucker has seen this as some point of use fucking argument to potentially gain another 200,000 votes in the country. Because let's face it,
they're pinpointing the parents whose kids are vaping and they see that as a problem.
Well, parent your child, fuckwit.
Right.
They ain't smoking.
Let's discuss this because this is never a true thing. There was a parliamentary debate done in July by Andrew Glynn, who was the Shadow Health Secretary at the time for Labour, and he was talking about flavours and banning flavours, and he had all of the Labour backbenchers and frontbenchers fucking backing him. Right, hence he's not the Shadow Health Secretary anymore. And he literally said about he pulled one of the MPs from the North East. Her name escapes me now, but she went and said that she'd had a head teacher from her constituency contact her because a 7-year-old had been caught with a vape inside of school, and they were absolutely disgusted in it, and she got the vape and it was a donut flavoured one, and blah, 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 blah. And Andrew Gwynn turned around and said, I don't think any right-minded adult would want to sit there and vape mango or strawberries or donuts. He said, those flavours do exist, but not in this industry and not in this world. Just the sheer audacity to stand there and say that adults can't make a decision and we're not able to enjoy flavours.
Yeah, but that, again, is an opinion which are like arseholes. Everyone's got it. Forget the opinion. The fight's a different fucking matter. You're looking at taking away something that has helped millions of people worldwide, and you're just going to scrap it because what? The reason needs to be why. Why? Yeah. Show the stats and figures. How many kids have got them? And then go back and say, if you legislate it properly, if you put it only in a vape shop, not in a fucking Morrison's, and the Morrison's is the worst because it's a fucking a shelf at the end of an aisle where you can pick up what the fuck you want.
Oh yeah, it's the same with Morrison's. Yeah.
Just take it. You just fucking pick it up and take it.
It's actually, and I'm not going to name or shame the company because I won't do that. But that is a large-scale distributor that works with large-scale vape companies. They're based out of Birmingham. I'm not going to name them, obviously.
So explain to me, if you've got to be 18 to buy anything in particular, why is it just sat on a shelf?
Oh, I don't agree with it. I was in my Morrison's earlier looking at it, and I was like, what the actual fuck is this with the QR codes on it, which is a scan to order code and everything like that. It serves no purpose. It serves no purpose being at my level.
We're all missing the fucking trick, right? The government need to legislate and fucking and put rules in place for this and say, right, no, you don't need to be selling vapes. You don't. If it's a medicinal thing, if it's to stop you smoking, it should be a regulated shop.
Yep.
It shouldn't be you.
So here's a thought. Our local Morrison's has got that end bit on the end of the aisle with all of the disposables. And then as you're walking out, you've got the tobacconist section.
Yep.
And on the tobacconist section, you've still got disposables and you've got the likes of Gold Bar on there. So why are they behind there and not on that end aisle? And it's purely down to the people on the end aisle have paid to fucking put their products there.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Well, there's that aspect, Mike, but I'd argue that from a business point of view, if you're Morrison's, this range of disposables has a higher wholesale price than the ones we put on the fucking shelf.
Morrison's are getting money from those companies to put them on that end aisle, not behind the counter.
100%.
So they don't care if one or two get nicked. Whereas the ones behind the counter, we don't make as much money on, so we're not going to fucking bother. This is the point, though. It's all about money.
This is why they put the security tags on the expensive alcohol and they don't put it on the cheap shit.
But not for nothing. They're putting fucking electronic tags on butter right now in certain places.
Yeah. The alarm goes off with a pack of butter, but it don't go off with a fucking 600 puff disposable.
Yeah.
But that's it. It needs regulation. It needs an understanding. And again, I'm boring everyone to fucking death. Education.
No, I
agree
with you here, Paul. But I think if you look at the big supermarket chains that are actually in the category, and the big C stores that are in the category, yeah, it makes up less than 1% of their overall take in a year. You know, it's probably a damn sight lower than that. I'm giving it 1% just to give it a bit more, but it's nothing to them. If it got pulled out of their stores tomorrow, it would mean nothing to their top line revenue. You know what I mean? It wouldn't do any dent to them or any damage to them. It's a cash grab because it's an increased basket spend within that shop. That's why C's got it.
But that's the point I was making, is that it's about money.
Yeah,
it's about money.
Yeah.
So guess what? Let's be really unpopular. Tax it appropriately, not to the levels of fucking cigarettes and alcohol, because that's pure profit for the government, but tax it appropriately as a medicinal reason to stop smoking. Tax it to a level like you might tax paracetamol, or you might tax fucking ibuprofen.
That's what we've tried to argue back and said, look, if you eliminate the 20% threshold at the till, if you look at the industry at the minute, it's a £1.3 billion industry in the UK. Yeah. If you look at the 20% VAT threshold on that, that's 260 million that's been paid by the consumers in tax on that product. Yeah. If you bring that up to, say, lose the 20%, bring it up to a 35-40% ratio, right? What you'll actually get rid of is the people that are just using this to be cool. Yeah.
Well, you won't, because people still buy cigarettes at 12, 14, 15, 18 quid a pack. The problem again, you may have the great argument. You might have the best argument. And I don't doubt your figures and your facts and your conversation and your fucking points. But you're related. You're related to it, and you're protecting your income. It needs to be somebody removed. It needs to be somebody who maybe doesn't even vape, who can stand there and say, well, actually, this conversation on this side makes a lot of sense. What you're saying is get the fuck rid of it because no reason. But these people are saying it helps. It actually helps people. Why take it?
But it's just very difficult to find an advocate that's not involved in the industry.
But that's my point. You find that person. You have to find that person. And even if it's just, maybe it's someone who vapes, but not somebody who stands to make any financial gain from talking about it.
The people that are most informed are the people in the industry. You're not going to find a random Joe that's just...
Yeah.
No,
most
I don't think people quite grasp that, just how small a voice the industry is.
No, the industry voice is different, because what you're talking about is saying that people involved in it know more. Correct. I'm not fucking involved in it. I vape. I'm not involved in it, but I'm educated.
But you're directly affected by it.
No, I'm educated.
You're talking about like a heart surgeon or somebody that doesn't have any skin in the game. That's impossible to find that person, because he won't know enough about the industry.
No, but that's, again, to go back, Brent, you're right. But once that person who maybe doesn't vape, but no financial interest, but has a vested interest in it, wants to discover, actually, what is the crack? What is the situation?
Well, then it's easy. The UK doesn't need to be signing petitions to the government about the vaping thing. They should be signing a memorandum for what's your Council of Doctors things called?
Royal College of Surgeons.
Yes, you should be approaching them and saying, please give the government the facts that you've been giving us for years.
They have.
Yeah.
That's the
So
point.
why isn't the Royal College of Physicians your biggest advocates in the vaping industry?
But they're not. They're giving up
because there's no financial gain for them.
But they're giving up.
They just do the science.
They're not listening to those either. That's the problem. They're not even listening to the Royal College of Surgeons because
Big Pharma has more money.
Yeah, that's the problem. Big Pharma has more money to throw at it than we ever will.
This right. So this may be a fact. It also may be a massive conspiracy theory, right? The fucking argument is, if they're not listening to the Royal College of Physicians now, why did you 2 years ago? Why was it important then, but now it's not? The argument is arguing against the fucking conversation that's being had. Why are you looking to do this when you've always taken on this advice and now you're ignoring it? Why is that? Call it out.
They've got to go with this legacy of this smoke-free Britain, and they're trying to tag us with smoke-free Britain.
Okay. Well, good luck. It's like getting rid of petrol and diesel cars.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
What was it, Sweden or Norway? They're also on this 2035 smoke-free Europe, and they've already done that with snoozes and pouches.
Yeah, they've already.
They also had quite a rigorous vaping scenario happen there as well.
But they've already banned
following that sort of.
So Sweden and Norway have already banned. They're already on a flavour ban. And New Zealand have just reversed theirs. Australia are set to do their final one on the 1st of March.
1st of March, yeah.
Yeah, and then the UK one, we're looking at disposables by the end of July, apart from Scotland, which has announced April next year, which
that's Vic's fault.
Yeah, what was that all about, Vic? What was that all about? That was just fucking stupid.
I'm just saying it's the SNP. They're a left-leaning political party. Of course they're going to ban it early.
Later.
Well,
2024 they're talking about 1st of April.
They've changed their mind.
Oh, they've changed their mind again?
Yeah.
Wafdam just made a point. Evening, Wafdam, by the way. Want to say conspiracy? Libbet Pharma, one of the suppliers of pharma vapes and chemists here in Australia, is partly owned by a couple of ex-Australian health ministers.
Yep.
Always.
I'm not saying it
doesn't.
I'm not saying it doesn't go on. I'm not saying it doesn't go on.
Peddling the $327 Australian dollar device. Is that the same one? I think you'll find it is them for the 3 ml liquid they provide with the fucking stupid device.
Waftam, is there any workarounds in Australia at the moment? You know, obviously, are they doing it as a concentrate? Can they do it as?
Did I hear this? This is already being argued in Australia, and there's potential for it to be reversed.
No, it won't be reversed.
No, it won't be reversed.
No, the 1st of March is the final ban, where they're actually banning the import of coils, tanks.
Unless you're a tourist, then you can take all your shit with you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
standard.
You're allowed in with it because tourists spend money.
Standard pod device of $180. That's 60 quid over here for a standard pod device.
How the fuck does that make sense? You see, this is again the whole argument for me is equivalence, right? Is it Hong Kong that if you try and take a vape in, you get kicked the fuck out?
Malaysia, that is.
Malaysia. So Malaysia. One of the biggest exporters of e-liquid going.
They're the biggest exporter of concentrate going, not the biggest exporter of e-liquid.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Singapore is illegal.
Illegal in Singapore,
yeah. A mate of mine got arrested in Singapore for vaping.
Again, the argument, right? So, as passionate fucking people who actually give a shit or are business related or whatever, you have this argument about you want to keep what you want. I just can't see past the point that the argument isn't that. It's the comparative to fucking everything else that you're allowing to go on, yet you're choosing to focus on this. And you should give us then the answer why you're focusing on this. Is it because you are getting fucking cliche, big tobacco, big pharma money, or is there something else? Because logically, scientifically, there is no reason to try and fuck vapes off. There isn't. So give us the reason why you're doing it.
Yeah,
that's the argument to have. Not we want this because, but why are you doing it? Why are you fucking doing it? It's got to be the question.
Waftam said there's no real workaround, but there's an unflavoured pod that has enough flavour for 60 ml of homemade juice. And he said, and then he further on says, I mean nick, not flavour. But is anyone selling flavours for food, say, not black market stuff, like as in shops? I know it's really new, but is there any way around people getting their flavours to make?
It depends how it's marketed. It depends how it's marketed. If it's marketed towards vape, then no, you can't get it. But if you just go and get some fucking PG based flavoring from anywhere, then you can use that.
So I was on a US vape panel show last week or something, and one of the guys on there, they're in a state that you can only have tobacco or menthol. So he bought a tobacco vape, and he said it was weird because the website was they're all exactly the same bottles, except the label has a green hue to it, and this one has a yellow hue and a red hue, but it all says tobacco, blah 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 blah. And when he vaped it, he was like, didn't taste anything like tobacco. It just tasted like apple. And he had bought the green.
But that's the point. It's stupid that you have to do that, and nobody wants to fucking do that shit.
So basically, if you know, then you can get.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's not making it readily available for someone that wants to quit smoking.
But this is the conversation me and Vic had. Vic, if you remember when we were talking about this, and we were talking about the infuriating of people trying to find loopholes at the moment, that me and you were, it was pissing us off. And the loopholes was like, I mean, people were saying, "Oh, we'll just open up as a shop that sells food supplies," and I was like, "Explain what you mean by food supplies." And they were like, "Oh, like baking goods," and I was like, "I'm not being funny, but take a look at half the vape industry. We ain't gonna fucking pass for Mary Berry, are we?" Do you know what I mean?
You know when you talk about Australia, and correct me if I'm fucking totally wrong, is the biggest problem not just the fucking liquid, it's the nicotine ban?
Yeah, I mean the nicotine ban. Yeah, but it's always been
the workaround is invalid because you can't have the nick.
But it's always been a zero nicotine industry. If you look at the consultation paper that ended in December that we knew fuck all about, which Pugs was on about earlier, Vic actually put me on to this. There was an amendment of next summary steps, which was adapted on the 12th of February, Vic. Just quote me if I'm right there.
Yeah.
Where they actually included non-nicotine products and snus pods into this, and then put a load of pivot table data up for, I think Scotland was at 53% in favour of a flavour ban, Northern Ireland was at 66%, Wales came in at about 60%, and the UK came in at 48.4%, for instance, right? It was like, well, where the fuck have you got this data from? Because this is the consultation paper that we're supposed to be having in the very near future, which is the one that we're supposed to be fighting now. So the government's already made their decision through the Lords as such by putting this supplemental steps in of this non-nicotine containing products, which Vic did a video on called "The Loophole's Been Closed" on his WhatsApp show.
Can we send the link to Wafter?
Yeah.
The thing is, the people in the know will know how to get e-liquid after all this shit, because they will know what to look for, and they know to just look for PG based flavorings, and they'll be able to do it. It's the companies that market themselves towards vape that will get fucked, because if you go and buy like fucking TFA or Capella from a site that says use them for baking only, then you'll still be able to get them. But the point I'm making is the people that want to stop smoking will not be able to.
No.
That's it. That's the 99.5% of fucking public.
I was actually surprised. I think it's 6.4 million people in the UK smoke, and 4.3 million vape. There's still more people smoking than vaping, which I was really genuine. It's obviously older people.
You say that. You say obviously, but again, where's the education? What's to stop the young people?
But that's not the point. The point is, you want the older people. Everybody wants the older people to stop smoking. Everyone should stop smoking. Everybody should. And
I'd argue. I think the
so
government.
Why attack the one thing that can actually help? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
But I think what you've got to look at here is we're still a relatively new industry. We're 15 years there or thereabout in the UK now. Yeah?
To be popular, yeah.
Yeah, to be as in a popular industry. Yeah, okay, we'll use that terminology. If you look at the tobacco industry, it's fucking hundreds of years, right? It's still an entrenched industry that you're never going to ebb those figures down past that. I mean, we've done very well by getting to 4.7 million vapors in the UK. I think, you know what I mean. It puts it as near enough as close to 50-50 as we're going to get it at the moment. We're never going to see the rise in vaping take over smoking, right? Because you're always going to have that. And this is where I think the government, and I do have to salute them, because I am a parent of a 10-year-old that will never be legally allowed to buy cigarettes. And I use the terminology legally allowed. If she chooses to smoke when she's 16, 17, 18, she'll still be able to buy cigarettes, whether that's legally or, well, not legally, it'll be illegally. Yeah, because this smoke-free thing will not end people picking up cigarettes, regardless of what the government thinks this fucking magic stick's going to do.
There's a better fight here that no one's actually fucking brought up. Do you think the tobacco industry is happy about them saying, "Oh, you won't be able to buy these at this age"? Tobacco guys are gonna be like, "We'll fucking figure this one out."
Yeah,
the tobacco industry's already figured it out because they've bought into vape companies and bought out devices. And
yeah, you say that as an alternative, but do you think that a government, and I don't know about this, do you think a government can legally stop an entire industry?
I think they can limit an industry through.
They're campaigning for it.
Yeah, they can limit an industry through selling through the retailers they retail through. Will it stop smoking? No, it won't stop smoking. But you've got to look at, if you look at the UK, we're not a country that relies on tobacco, as in if you look at other countries like China, Japan, Turkey.
Not directly, no. Directly, no. But do you think as a tobacco industry, they're going to sit back and say, "Oh, cool, Rishi, you fuck us right off, mate"?
It doesn't really matter, because if they wanted to, they could add 10,000% tax on it.
Yeah,
and then that would fuck everyone anyway.
Yeah. That's what I mean. This whole fucking conversation that we're having may not even happen, because as much as vapors want to get behind this and argue their side, if the tobacco industry decide we're going to argue our fucking side, it's going to be a real quick fucking fight.
I think we've also got to look at the fact that, you know, and this is why I don't think, you know, coming back to the supermarket aspect of it as well, the supermarkets don't give a toss, because, and this is why they've not jumped up and down yet. And I'm sure you'll agree, Vic, the supermarkets have not jumped up and started screaming about, "Oh, you can't take flavours away," because it doesn't make up a lot of their total revenue. Yeah, it's fucking
a much more important issue has just arisen, and that is Wafdam's hair. Look at it!
It's amazing.
Fucking Christ!
This is what vaping does for you. You can vape flavors and grow hair.
That t-shirt.
That's about all I can do right now, because I've got 3 days left before I have no income, so that sucks. They haven't passed the law in Australia yet that prohibits manufacture in Australia.
Yeah,
that's meant to be going through very soon. But the problem is, you can manufacture as much juice as you like. How are people going to fucking vape it?
Yeah.
How are they going to buy it? Isn't it illegal to buy?
Sorry, mate?
I said, how are they going to buy it if you can manufacture it? It's the same as weed in South Africa. You can grow it, but you can't buy or sell it.
Yeah. Look, the problem that we've got here is our politicians are being spoken to by absolute zealots like Simon Chapman and fucking Emily Banks, who say if you don't quit with pain, then you're not quitting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They want you to suffer while you're quitting. Like the fact that vaping is an easy quit method for a lot of people. They don't like that. They say, well, you're a smoker. We don't really give a shit about you. You can just fuck off and die. Hey, Bertie.
I think the problem as well, Wafdan, is your health minister changes fucking more regularly than people change a pair of socks.
Oh, well, no, the previous health minister, Hunt, and he, I think of rhyming words, yeah. He was a zealot.
Yeah.
And the one that's in now, Butler, is also a zealot.
Yeah.
And, between the two of them, Hunt created the black market so that Butler can now act on it.
Yeah.
The funny thing, like there's a tobacco shop. I live in a very small town. It's only 5,000 people, right? There's a tobacco shop that sells disposables, right? So totally illegal over here because they got 50 milligrams of nic. They get raided. 2 weeks ago, they got raided on a Friday. By Saturday, they were back selling vapes.
Yep.
You just sort of sit there and just go, well, if I want the black market to succeed now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if the black market goes absolutely apeshit now, maybe the government will look at it and go, oh, well, what we did isn't working. But then you've got to look at, hey, it's the government. They're just going to triple down then. Like they'll just
cocaine's never dried up anyway.
No, you can still, like people just get smarter when they bring it in. There's probably, 300 or 400 million disposable vapes already in the country. So any action they take today is not going to have any effect for years to come. No. But what it is going to do is what they've done now is the banning of anything vape related. Is they will shut down all the legitimate businesses who were actually doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And the black market sits there and goes, whoo, we just tripled our market.
Yeah. One of those Australian companies I was talking to the other day, me and Ash was talking to them, and literally we were saying to them, like, what are you going to do? It's a manufacturer in Australia. What are you going to do? They were like, we don't fucking know. We're trying everything we can at the minute. Do we join the black market, or it's not something we want to do, but we might have to.
I said to a bunch of my customers, I can't sell it to you anymore. Tell me how much you need for 18 months.
Yeah.
And you can pay it off over 18 months.
Yeah.
So I've shipped out nearly 100 litres of juice in the last week. But I've seen absolutely zero money, and I'm sure some of them aren't going to pay me, but, at the end of the day...
The best you got. It's the best you got.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's friggin' absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, all I want to say to you, Wafdan, is, we're debating the UK problem at the minute, but fuck me, we stand with you guys over there as well.
It's funny thing is, like, you guys, I mean, I know Bugs and Nev's new to advocacy. so I mean, you've never had to do it, and everyone's always looked to you.
What do you mean by that? That sounds like I feel like I'm being personally attacked.
I'll have you know, Wafdan, the last time advocacy was going on, we drew a great pair of tits between us. We were drawing tits while everyone else was advocating, and they turned out great.
And I won that game of Battleship with Nevs while you were talking.
Cheers, Bertie. But look, when it comes down to it, you guys have a huge base of vapors. But the problem is, you've got a huge base of vapors who really don't give a fuck. And it's the same here in Australia. I mean, you've got 4 million. We've probably got, I don't know, 1.3. We're doing the petition to Parliament as well. Now yours has, I think, what is it, 30,000 signatures or something?
33,000.
Ours has got 20. Ours has got 22. you know, and you sort of sit there and go, well, it's
Where
not
the
going to
fuck
be
is everyone?
something the government cares about. They'll sit there and go, oh yeah, well, what we lose on the swings over here, we'll pick up on the merry-go-round here because people are fucking apathetic.
But you're gonna see the Australian Facebook explode on Wednesday when people are like, "Wait, what? We can't get
exactly
our
that. Exactly that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna be,
the whole thing is we don't fucking know what's happening after the first in 3 days. Right after the first, you are not anything vape related is a prohibited import, right? But they haven't said whether shops can sell out of what they have in stock. They haven't mentioned anything about that yet.
The sad thing is, the really sad fucking thing is, and it's the same in Australia, it's the same in the UK, it's the same in every fucking country. The vast majority of vapors won't give a fuck until the point where they can't get it.
Yeah, it's all 2 days after.
Well, when it comes down to it, mate, I'm going to go into our local tobacco shop and I'm going to buy some ice pipes, right? Because they sell them in there, which is also illegal, but they sell ice pipes. And I will fucking vape out of an ice pipe if I have to.
Get a smoke machine. I think Pugs was working out. You can actually fucking do a smoke machine as a vaporizer.
You can. Yeah. You actually genuinely can.
Well, this is the thing, like the politicians saying, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this. They don't fucking know a damn thing about vaping. It's as simple as that. And I said it in chat before, I swear that politicians think that unflavored nicked juice is tobacco flavor.
Yeah.
Because a tobacco flavor has exactly the same fucking components as a fucking mango.
It's so scary that they don't actually have enough knowledge on the product. How are they going to prohibit it if they don't know the first fucking thing about it?
And most of the point, Wafdam, why the fuck are you not wearing your fluid t-shirt? Does it not fit you?
Oh, mate. I've got my fluid t-shirt here.
He hadn't said fluid for 20 minutes, so he's had to fucking raise it.
If you seriously think I'm going to fit into a 2XL, you're fucking wrong.
Stop fucking eating.
In actual fact, I've got Mango and Co in this, but I'm not allowed to say it's awesome because that would be promoting a therapeutic good.
No, you can't. We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
You're on the UK.
It's more the fine the Australian government or the TGA could give me for saying that it is an awesome juice. Perhaps a little bit too sweet for me, but still,
told you.
Yeah. I've seen that going.
Yeah, the notes behind it are really nice. I like the mango, but I'm not allowed to promote it.
Right. Being the owner of one of the best mangoes ever on the industry.
Well,
so people doing workarounds?
Compare the two. They're a very similar profile done in a very different way.
Have you saw what Stuart's just wrote in the chat? That was quite interesting.
Yeah, watch what happens.
UK, watch what happens in the next month's Australia because you might be next.
Are they at Waftam? Are they doing any workarounds? Obviously, you're in a small town, but like in any big towns, you must be in contact with vapors in Australia all over the place.
Look,
are they doing any workaround?
Look, there is workarounds, but it comes down to end use because they've got an end use clause in it. So if you sell flavour that is intended for vaping, or if you sell a flavour with enough PG and VG to mix it all up, then that is selling liquid.
Therapeutic
product.
That's the end use.
So what you've got to do, I guess, is make up your shots and sell them as flavored anal lube or something.
Yeah.
I think the big thing that we've not touched upon on any of this as well is.
No, wait. I think I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. You are going to say X1 in chat for anyone that wants to see Wafdam pull that t-shirt on and see how tight.
I wasn't.
Mate, I look like a sausage on the barbecue.
He was going to say that. He was. Put it on.
No, what I was going to say was we've not even addressed the fact that let's just look at the health epidemic that this is going to cause in the UK as well. It's 4.7 million fuckers that vape at the moment, yeah, under the last round of figures that was pushed forward. Numbers, yeah. Vic likes to talk numbers. So 4.7 million of them in the UK, yeah, right. Let's just say 1 in 3 of those goes back to tobacco, to the stressed out NHS that is currently fucking bending at the seams anyway. Right?
Why is it nice? Why do you think it's bending at the seams anyway?
It's bending at the seams because we can't get staff to work there for the shit wages that the government.
Yeah, but the underlying current is we have a government that doesn't want it. We have a government that doesn't want
Australia. Our health system is stressed as well.
But this is what I'm going to say. So, look, does this not scream a privatised NHS as well? Because if you stress it,
of course it does.
Well, no, let me just say what I'm saying. If you stress it to a point where it's fucked, and the NHS is fucked at the moment, if you fuck it even further, it screams for a privatised NHS, which is what any government wants anyway, because it's the biggest fucking drain of public money as such for the governments, right?
And because most of them have got skin in the game.
Yeah, but if you look at it from this perspective, right? If the doctors and junior doctors and nurses keep going on strike and keep asking for more money, which I think they're fully entitled to do so, believe me, I am backing our NHS 100% here, right? But if it gets privatised, there's no more striking because the government will just play around and go, you want a pay rise? Speak to your fucking employer. Like this, so
yeah,
it plays into the hands of a privatised.
I do sort of see that, but obviously, if tomorrow they ban vaping and any form of vape product like they have done in Australia, and everyone who vapes started smoking, there's going to be years before that knock-on effect comes in.
Yeah.
So
Scott, I just want to stress they haven't banned vaping in Australia; they've just made it fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Right. So talking about stress on the health system, our health system is very similar to yours in that it's supported by the government and all that sort of stuff. Now, it's bursting at the seams as well because they don't put any fucking money into it. So, all right. So you've got 1.4 million vapors in Australia who now will have to go and see a doctor every 3 months to get a nicotine script. That's 5.6 million extra appointments on an already stressed system.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go to the pharmacy, and for, as I said, a small pod device, which will not suit how I vape anyway, will cost me $180 for the device and 2 pods. Then I go back on my script, and a 2 mil pod is $20 a hit.
Yeah.
At 59 milligram, which is just enough to flavour a 60 mil bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul, I'm glad you came back because I've got something for Room 101.
Hey, told you it happened. Told you it happened. Yes.
Is it yourself?
Hang on, then. It's the right. It's the twat that works at the doctor's receptionist that thinks she's a fucking doctor.
Yes. Yes.
We had that last week.
What do you want to see the doctor for? None of your fucking business, bitch.
Right,
something that you guys should be looking at and
I've got a fucking
educating.
collective of people that are going to back me up. The bit.
Yes, I agree.
I'm good. I'm going to make it easier. I'll make it easy for you. What fucks me off more than the receptionist is when you ring up for an appointment and that bitch on the phone wants to know why you want a doctor.
Yeah. I hate that. But I actually got one over the receptionist here because I had a doctor's appointment and I rang up on the morning and I said, I can't take it. She goes, we require a 24-hour notice before you cancel an appointment, so I'll bill you for it. And I said, can I put the appointment back to next week? She goes, yeah, that's fine. I said, yep, no worries. Can you put it to next week? And then I rang her back and said, I want to cancel that appointment.
When you phone up and say, and they say to you, why do you want an appointment? Has no one tried? Well, I have a problem that my dick smells like your ass.
Yeah. Something that you guys need to look at educating your politicians with. If you were an alcoholic, you wouldn't give someone vodka flavored fucking water to stop them drinking vodka. Why would you give them a fucking tobacco flavored vape to stop them smoking?
Yep, very true. Very true.
You lost me at vodka. I got sidetracked by vodka.
That is the nail on the head. In 100% honesty, they don't want people stopping smoking because the revenue they get from smoking is vast.
Well, over here, the third biggest tax in Australia is the fucking tobacco excise. The government pulls $15 billion a year from the tobacco excise. And what happened is people started vaping and, well, that dropped off a little bit. So what did they do? They increased the tobacco excise and made vaping pharmaceutical.
Just to finish off, Jay can have nosy Dr. Bitch that can go in the room.
Well done.
I'm glad we've settled for now. We still got a show to run, and we got a giveaway courtesy of Mike.
Yes.
So
let's do it. Let's do a thing.
What can they win, Mike? What can they win?
I'm digging out the woodwork. 100 ml of serendipity, all the 4 flavors.
Oh,
nice.
Fuck.
That's a prize. That is a prize. If you haven't had serendipity, that is a prize.
I didn't know about
that. Mike, does that include that new one that's not out yet?
I was literally about to say, does that include the new one?
It's not out yet.
No, but he did. No, I won't say it. Yeah, 400 mils. Let's have a picture. Y'all know the deal. Jay will pick the winner because he is the guest. Funniest caption wins.
Can we have a 5-minute timer, please?
Can we have the tune on as well? Just for.
I've seen a picture yet. Where's the picture?
I'm just about to say.
Jesus, come on!
I picked one from a party that I went to the other week.
All right, again. Oh.
Is that Rishi Sunak?
Which one?
Between that bloke's legs.
It's a blatant penis grab. So, everyone in chat, you know the script. Let's see. Bear God says, "Oh dear." Yeah. Well, what do you expect? Come on, not the show. Fuck's sake, we can't be all serious all night. We've got to do some shit. Swing low, sweet chariot, says Vape Bunny.
That's girth, I guess that's a football, isn't it?
There's some girth on that fucker. Rishi's ball sack, says Dino. Game Attack, time for a group photo. I've got the tripod, says Game Attack. Oliver Jones, pugs and navs when Grim Green comes to try Fluid Expo. Fuck off. Dino says, hi, pugs. I'll accept that one, Dino. That's a winner, by the way. Space Turtle, at Subway, that's called the Stinky Footlong. Matt Polly, his name is Dan Gleeballs. Navs, does your cock hang low? Does it wobble as you go? Can you tighten a knot? Can you tighten a bow? Ashley Thompson, like a baby's arm holding a blood orange. Booyah! God, my back. Can I put it away yet, please? My back! Beardy Vate God, get ready, windmill coming.
The helicopter.
That would seriously knock all of them out. Told you we needed to shit. Man. I told you my cock was a foot long, says Craig. Stuart Valentine. Oh God, does he come with a handle? Oh no, it's Mini Mark Butler. Hey Bunny, perfect height for Pugs' punch bag.
Nice.
Fuck off, Faith Bunny. Neil Pitts.
That would actually hit him in the forehead.
Scott Wood. Fucking hurry up and take the picture. I've got a turtle heads hanging out here. Dino. Fuck camel toe. It's camel hump. Hertig Online, is that your leg steam, Pugs? One job, John. The rumours of Boris Johnson smuggling pork into parties during his uni days were unsubstantiated. Paul Hinchcliffe, why have you got a ballet pump on it? Extra grip. Pete Lewis. Pete Lewis, is this banned? Game Attack. I'm sorry, the receptionist wouldn't let me see the doctor.
On topic.
Nice and very on topic.
Very on topic.
Dino, the new Steps audition is going well. Space Turtle, that's what Americans think Europeans mean when they talk about footballs. John McClintock, that's a new name. Let me just, is he Mr. Free Shit? Is he coming here just for this?
No, he's been here all night. He's been here all night advocating.
He's been all night. He said some questions and stuff. He's a good guy.
All right. I wasn't asking for, just saying.
Sorry. I didn't mean to give a reference.
My God. Wow. I'm sorry about that, John. I work with really very suspicious people. Let me just take a shit on the vape industry. I'll be with you in 2. Like it. Matt Polly, he's a shower, not a grower. I'm pretty sure he's both of those.
Yeah,
Frog Prince, got a hole in my sock, a hole in my shoe, a hole in my shorts where my cock pops through. Eddie Vape God, the look on his face is like, shit, it's out again, isn't it? Yeah. Burn, look at that sausage. Oh, Burn's gay. Sissy Coils, my turtle says hello. I'm not sure what I mean.
Dino.
Dino, is that Vic's head? One job, John. The cleanest picture to come out of the Devonshire Park. Time. I don't understand the reference. Matt Polly, when your favourite pair of boxers finally gives up the fight. John McClintock, I can see the pub from here. Nope, just a watery brown hole. Wow. Beardy Vape God, my wife says, fucking hell.
How did she actually say it though? How do you reckon she said? Like, fucking hell.
Like, fucking hell.
She said with a smile on her face.
Like,
fucking hell.
Did you bite a lip? Wait, hang on. Let me get the last one out of the way. Geezer should have gelled his hair bouffong. Dino's drunk, isn't he? I'm pretty sure Dino's drunk. Rishi Sunak hiding in plain sight. Nice, CC Coils. I'm Peg Leg Penis Pirate from Game Insight. Craig Chambers. Travis, I don't even know what that means.
That's Taylor Swift's new bird.
Yeah.
American football.
Taylor Swift. Oh, yes, the American football.
Mm.
Daily Vape Bogan's new stubby. Space Turtle, does he nuts when he clips the nails?
Because it's a foot.
Jay's Electronic Tinker Shack. When you fart and your anus prolapses because you push too hard.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
I don't know. Knowing that can happen causes me some concern.
That made me feel uncomfortable.
Push it back in.
So, which of the girls are going to help? Vern, shoe up the bum.
Straight to the fucking point, accurate as fuck.
Herb, it's how I feel after watching a cash bait live show. Oh, Herb, no need to be like that. I think that's probably it. This is your junior doctor on a night out with a receptionist. John McClintock, I'll show you what the problem is to the receptionist. This happens when you vape, kids. Don't do it. Was it hamster or hemorrhoid? Space Tail. Bit's camera's off, so I think it was him coming out of there. There you go, that'll do. I think that's putting the line there.
Jay, what is your choice?
There was the Vapor Buddy one with the Pugs Punchbag height.
That was the first one.
Fuck you!
I love that one, but
Sorry.
There was the Gamer Tech one as well. Mike, could we do 2 prizes here? Because one of the
Taking the
Gamer
piss out of my height again. Right.
I'm
What
just
do you mean?
Go on.
I literally just said they're taking the piss out of my height. She came in and said, it's because you're a midget.
If you
800 mils,
I'll do
800 mils of serendipity.
Yeah, I would say the Gamer Tech and Vapor Buddy definitely had me in fucking stitches.
Nice one.
So Gamer Tech is Luke Shepherd. That is Luke Shepherd.
There's one.
Awesome.
Bunny and Luke.
Was it 2 prizes?
Yeah, might give 2 away.
Yeah. Jay couldn't decide, so two prizes makes it easy then.
2 of two full range.
2 of the full
That
range.
is
Wow.
that is an absolutely superb prize.
Shit
Superb.
on it. You know full well that they're going to end up on Vape Bunny's shelf in the shop.
That's only because she's it fucking offended you.
Fuck you, Vape Bunny. I thought me and you were friends.
What was the comment? I didn't see it. What was the comment?
Doesn't matter what the comment was. Doesn't matter.
It was about Pug being a midget with big balls.
You kicked my fucking arse, Scotwood.
Right, we have one final segment. Let's fucking do it, and let's get into the after show.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Right, so votes and goats, action, sci-fi, comedy, horror, drama, Pugs will spin a wheel, whatever it lands on. That is what we all choose from. There's 5 of us, so it's going to be 3 polls and then a final poll. Oh, there's 9 of us, so that's going to be 3 threes.
3 and 3. 3, 3, 3.
Apparently the 2XL didn't fit Simon, the fat cunt.
Well, was it perfect height for Pugs' punching bag?
Shut up, you didn't mean anything. Nobody said a fucking thing.
Well, I mean, Ollie, it wouldn't be because it had hit him in the forehead.
I sent him a 2XL.
That's great, that is. That's great.
You could just see fucking Pugs there like a speedball.
I just want Pugs every so often to do this.
I'm not can't even see. I've got the wheel up short.
No, you're a short king. Short kings.
Right, hang on. Let me just. I'm doing.
There's tall, there's normal height, and there's Pugs.
You shut up.
He's like those little fun-sized Mars bars, really.
I gave you a home for 10 days.
Well, fuck, I'll need one soon, mate, so I might come back.
Come back.
You're saying he's just a Tim from the Tim Tam?
Oh, shut up. Right, what am I doing? Movies list, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, oh, I can't. Apparently, that option has been taken from me.
Everyone get your suggestions in chat. We may or may not pick one if we take something.
Just why Pugs is fucking this up. Total
I ain't
tobacco
fucking shit. I'm on it, mate. I'm on it.
Total tobacco tax revenue in the UK is 10.4 million. Just to hit that back there.
That's almost as much as me and Nick, mate, on fluid.
In the first day.
First week, 100%.
Well, one of the things that the Australian government are looking for is the shape of the bottles. They have actually banned Chubby Gorilla bottles.
Yeah.
So if anyone was to ship something to Australia, do not do it in a Chubby Gorilla bottle.
I literally just did.
Oh, yeah. It made it, though. It's before the ban, man.
Right. Okay. So this week's movie genre is
action.
Action, nice.
Oh, not action yet, I don't think. Have we?
Yeah.
Let's have a recap. What we got? Let's have a recap.
I've got mine.
Okay.
Die Hard. Yeah.
Die Hard. That's it.
All right.
Well,
Right,
that's a Christmas movie.
So we're gonna have 3 threes. Should we do top row, middle row, and then bottom row?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go Armageddon.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it because I know it'll lose, and I know you'll be really happy about that, so I won't say it.
What, Battleship?
No, I'm going to say that.
Fuck Battleship.
Jay, you go. Well, I think.
Do you know what
I'm gonna go with Leon.
Yeah,
That's
French guy.
Absolute classic Leon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hold on. We've got 8 now, so it might be 2 4s.
That could be, yeah.
That works.
I'm gonna go with Saving Private Ryan.
Ooh,
Shaving Ryan's Private, yeah.
Saving Ryan's Private.
That's kind of a drama as well.
No, it's also an action. I'm just saying.
Alright.
Is it an action on M-dub?
Action drama.
Do you know what I like?
It's action. It's definitely action.
Oh, Joe, what do you like, Joe?
I like The Day After Tomorrow. I thought that was really good.
Good film.
What, Sunday? No, Monday.
Jay's only saying that.
Old school.
Jay's only saying that you're a nice looking girl.
He fucked his own girl there, didn't you, Mike?
Or Fist of
I thought it
Fury.
was the original.
It
when
is
came
good.
out.
It was all right.
I like that. I still like it. Saw it not long ago. Again.
Oh, Mad Max, motherfucker. Yeah, the new one though.
Oh no, the new one was shit.
Can I
New
just
one was
say,
nice. How dare you? How dare you?
Why does he keep saying no atomizer?
Right, one more then for this one. I've got Armageddon, Leon, Saving Private Ryan. I need one more.
John Wick.
Ooh.
Yeah, but which one? Which one?
First
The
one.
original, the first one, yeah.
No, one.
One Wick.
1 Wick. 3 Wick.
Polls live.
1 wick to taste all the fluid line.
There's some comments coming in.
Oh, John Wick. That was a fucking
this is dead, by the way. This is not great. I can't lie.
You
kidding
fucking soft little cunt. Drink it.
What's wrong with you?
It's not.
Don't tell me it tastes too much like weed.
Ash,
No.
will you have a word with your son, please? For God's sake.
It just tastes like batty-o. Can't lie.
Did you say what?
Ollie, Ollie.
Batty-o.
Batty-o. Come on.
Batty-o.
Ollie,
You
somebody's just
fucking
wrote-
fanny. Go get a vodka Red Bull, you little girl. Go on, fuck off.
Vodka cranberry, bro. Vodka cranberry is where
Oh,
it's
even better.
Vodka cranberry.
vodka cranberry. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. If you're going out, vodka cranberry stuff. What?
I can't say I haven't tried it, but the point is, that's not what you go for.
If I'm out and about, club wise and that, it's a vodka cranberry. 100%.
This is why you get the wrong kind of threesome, motherfucker.
There should be more girls than boys.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, no, that's true. No, I can't argue it. I'm
Hey,
working.
Mate,
on
have you still got the ingredients there to make fruit tingles?
Tingles.
It might grow on me. It might grow on me. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
so
should
like,
be.
yeah.
If vodka cranberry can grow on you, that'll grow on you.
I drink that a fair bit. I can tell you that is a fine beer. And I'm actually embarrassed for you.
Come on, the 65 of you and the 26 votes. You want at least 45. Come on.
Yeah, at least.
I think the smeg's given up, mate. I think the smeg's broken.
Leon's a
Is
classic.
it?
Finally.
Oh no.
It's not reading anything.
What's that?
It's not done
Smeg.
too bad though.
That's all right. That's like
Hey, Mike,
enough,
you know that petition you've got to Parliament? Why don't you guys send out like a friggin' QR code with every order?
Tried that.
Yeah.
Nobody clicks it. nobody does anything with it.
Yeah. You try and make it as easy as possible. QR code. Everybody's got a phone.
Yeah.
You scan it. You fill it in. It's 2 minutes. Job done. Yeah.
The petition's on IFO though, isn't it? On every page that you fucking go to.
Yeah.
It pops up as well. I think we got there's a pop up on the
Yeah,
website.
yeah, it does.
There's a
Yeah,
little pop-up that comes up.
Yeah.
Ollie, have you got the pictures of the posters you did?
Yeah, on my computer.
Oh. So, is there any way that you could screen share a minute and just show people what you were up to?
I can send it to Mike if you want, and
Yeah,
Send them to me. I'll load them up.
You get him on. Right there.
John Wick's good. John Wick's good, but it's not fucking Armageddon. Come on, fucking hell.
No, come on, Leon, he's better. Fucking hell. What
Not
the
that
fuck?
Armageddon. Fucking hell.
It's got underlying tones of paedophilia.
You said action. You said action. There's nothing more action than fucking John Wick.
Oh, Vapor Bunny's gone Mr. Nobody. That was all right.
That was
all right.
That was
a John Wick ripper.
And there's a Nobody 2 coming out.
Is that?
Very good one.
Yeah.
Nobody was fucking awesome.
It was just John Wick relabeled.
Old Boy was another good one.
Except his dog didn't get killed, so it's not quite the same.
Have you seen this? John Wick.
Old Boy is good.
47%. Old Boy is a fucking classic, by the way.
Yeah, I should have said Old Boy because that is a fucking classic.
Yeah, it is.
Not many people have seen it. Not many people have seen it.
No, the flavors just fucking bounce. The flavors.
It
just
really
bounce.
is. And
Old Boy is hella good. Isn't it, Ollie?
I love this shameless plug there, Nevs.
And if Wafdam actually bothered to wear his fucking t-shirt, people understand.
I wasn't planning on coming on, mate.
Put the t-shirt on. That is Old Boy in a picture.
Right, I've got them pictures loaded up now. If you want me to show them.
He's not allowed to put the t-shirt on. That will be promoting a vape within a territory that is not allowed.
See, look at it.
Yeah,
what fish are we talking about?
You got the muscles out, man. The shoulders are popping proper. Fucking
hella good. That's fucking hella shoulders. That.
I can't.
Hey.
Ollie's all about the vodka cranberry and Wafdam's shoulders.
Yeah,
next week, it's going to be coming out.
Mike, bag the pictures up.
One sec. So, right, John Wick's won that with 44%.
No.
Yeah. No. So, Ollie or Jay, do you want to introduce these pictures and explain what they are?
Ollie, because it
so
do it in the South African accent as well. Thank you.
No, I can't. Not with a native Australian.
Come on, Ollie, you can do it, lad.
All right.
Brett's just getting comfortable.
Right, let's have these pictures. Let's have these pickies.
Right, so these pictures.
Right.
It's not South African, you silly little man.
There we go.
Brent, just kill him. Just kill him. Kill him. He's next to you now. Get him.
I did say Expo. I've got a bounty on me. I have. I will actually explain them. They are. I've seen a lot of them. I'm in a few of the groups and a few of the marketing things. And I thought all the stuff was going out was good. Obviously, it's good to have a uniformed lined one, but I thought nothing's really hitting home. Nothing's making you think as much. You had all these things of like sign a petition. That's great. That's needed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that's shit. I'm saying that's needed. But there needs to be more thought-provoking things. I thought some that can hit home and you think like, oh shit, yeah, this could be a thing, and what this says, that's true.
There has been some of the images I've seen that people have been designing have been pretty good.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they're all good, but some of them aren't.
Specifically, the old woman face that said, "I got to see my grandchildren." That was a good one.
That's the one I was
talk about now.
That was a good one.
Yeah, what I can say is don't take any advice from Australians on advocacy because we fucked it up.
Yes.
just so you know, showing a QR code will fuck us up.
Doesn't matter. No one cares about this show.
It'll only fuck you up if any bitter.
That's the one. That's the one.
No, it automatically reads it.
Yeah.
So I sat down. I thought I'm liking what's coming out, but I thought I needed something. Like when you see, for example, National Geographic do stuff, and it makes you think. It's thought provoking. And
it's gonna have tits on it. It's gonna have tits on it, isn't it?
No, they were what I sat down and did. I thought, Jay, what I'm going to do something that makes you think. So I sat down. I thought we'll get the child aspect, we'll get the old woman, all about the flavors, really, and that's sort of what we came up with.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a quote which I use quite often here, and it's not someone who you think it was. The state must declare the child to be the most precious treasure of the people. As long as the government is perceived as working for the benefit of children, the people will happily endure almost any curtailment of liberty and almost any deprivation.
Yes,
Do you know
that is absolutely the perfect statement. However, Wafdam, they are pretending to do that whilst doing the other.
Well, do you know who said that?
Wafdam, do you know how they're doing it? Just to put some context on this. So the disposables ban has gone through the UK with Rishi Sunak, our Prime Minister, at a school in Scotland proposing a ban, and it was all about kids. He did it on fucking.
But that particular quote.
But do you know how he did it? Just bear with me 1 second. Do you know what he got the bill passed on? Environmental. Fuck all to do with kids.
Yeah.
But that quote is by Adolf fucking Hitler.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Actually, Paul Hinchcliffe will probably tell you that this was right.
I think you would find that is a mastery of manipulation, which, as Waftam is trying to correctly advise you, fuck nuggets, is what government does.
Yeah.
I tell you what would be good. Another 4 films, please.
Yes, Ollie.
War Dogs.
Oh,
it was all right.
Man, that was fucking classy. Sorts coming at some dealers with a big.
That was fucking hella good. It was fucking hella crazy.
It was hella good, no cap.
Excuse me, fuckers. Your acronyms and bullshit talk are in the room. You can't.
Can't use them anymore.
Yes, Black Hawk Down.
So I swear I'm just here to like fucking get bullied and put the average age down. I swear, man.
You finally understand what's going on.
It took you like 4 months to work it out. Well done.
I've just texted him to say that.
But you know what? When you get older, you'll be able to give people shit as you get older.
Brent, what are you going with?
Like this is so biased because you all choose your fucking UK-based shit. So real movies don't get a good rating here.
Say Chappie. I'm going to vote for you.
Hey, Chappie.
Chappie wants it.
With the good old tradition, I will go with Snatch.
Everyone loves the Snatch. Everyone loves the Snatch.
Well, see, I was thinking
it's legitimately my most favorite movie in the whole world ever.
I fucking love Snatch.
That would be Pulp Fiction.
Do you like dogs?
Yes.
Pulp Fiction would have fucking rated high. Pulp Fiction would have rated high.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs.
You literally just went with an Irish accent. All you did was say dags instead of your normal Manc accent.
I think what I should say was, do you like dogs?
I want a caravan for me, man. Periwinkle blue.
Do you like canines?
Hey, oi, you! Do you like dogs?
Dogs? Oh, dogs. Yeah, I like dogs. I like caravans better.
Do you know what nemesis means?
Nemesis.
Right, I'm going to go with. It was actually mentioned in chat, and I was going to pick it, but it was mentioned. Fury.
Oh,
I love that film. I love it.
Good film.
I love it. The actual things that the actors in that film did to make that more realistic are actually quite scary.
Yeah.
They did actually fuck around in tanks and shit, right? They did.
Well, what's his name? The guy that was in Transformers.
Brad Pitt.
No,
Inglorious Bastard.
No, Shia LaBeouf didn't shower for like 5 months to make that more realistic.
He pulled his own tooth out and he cut his face to make that scar.
He did cut that, but he cut his own face to make that.
And everybody said, "Have a shower, you smelly cunt."
Yeah, he said, "Fuck off! I'm in a war."
I tell you what was quite good. It hasn't been out long. Sisu was good.
Sisu was brilliant.
I'll tell you another good one. Lords of War. Nick Cage.
Sisu was that invincible motherfucker, right? He's not playing.
It was just a hard cut with no pain threshold.
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, "Fuck, man! Will you just at least say ouch?"
You watched it. You watched it to the point where the plane delved into the mud and disappeared.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck off. Come on now. Come on.
Wolfgang,
So
what's your
that's
choice?
Lords of War. Remember, I told you I dated that FHM model.
So there we go.
Yeah,
Is
she was in Lords of War.
already on there?
What?
Is Pulp
She was
Fiction
in
already
Lords
on
of
there?
War.
No.
No, check it on because that's one of my favourite films.
What was that one off then?
Yeah, but now you fucked up because now I've got Snatch and Pulp Fiction and the same thing. I'm gonna vote for myself.
Brent, didn't you bum Rihanna as well?
No, she tried, bro. I had to get back on my shit.
She tried to bum you.
Yeah.
What film did you say, Wafter? What's your favourite film? What's your favourite
Pulp
film?
Fiction.
As if you motherfuckers are putting this is going to be Pulp Fiction, John Wick.
Pulp Fiction that I like is that like all the clocks are set to the same time. It's 10 to 4.
No, I'm not. I'm going to Snatch. I'm going to Snatch. I don't give a fuck.
This is going to be Pulp Fiction versus John Wick. Fuck you lot. Fuck you.
War Dogs is getting dick down sideways, by the way.
I'd have chucked Reservoir Dogs in there as well because that's just.
I'm glad.
I voted already. Go away.
I'm glad Ollie voted for the one film that he suggested.
What are they on about?
Honestly, when you delve into this category,
She's just got one vote.
Anything Tarantino, I'll fucking watch straight up.
Jackie Brown.
Was good. Yeah. That's the most underrated film.
When Robert De Niro turned around and shot her in the stomach in that fucking car, I was like,
Harry Brown was good. Harry Brown was good.
Harry Brown was
What's
good.
the one with DiCaprio in the fucking snow?
Oh, the Revenant.
The Revenant.
Yeah, Revenant.
I was thinking of that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's him and Tom Hardy.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that burning that killed it?
Yeah.
That was
fucking brutal.
I
And
feel
true
like
story as well.
Pulp Fiction. I've never watched Pulp Fiction.
Based on
Come on,
true
Ollie, you
story.
got to watch Pulp Fiction.
Ollie, you've never watched Pulp Fiction, and you don't like fucking Tiny Rebel Bear. I'm not
No,
sure you're in the place,
Could
mate.
grow on me. Could grow on me. Do you know what I mean? Like, you never know, but I've never watched Pulp Fiction.
Do you know what?
Go to the video store and get a copy of Pulp Fiction, mate.
Ollie, all you have to do is watch every single Quentin Tarantino movie there is, and then back that up with every single Guy Ritchie movie there ever is.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the movies in your whole life that you ever need.
Richie, he sings, isn't he?
I'm gonna put this out there now because I know that Ash is watching and he's been making the odd comment. Our repayment, mine and Nev's repayment, I'm sure you'll agree, Nevs, to you is we are going to readjust your son to like what is.
Hold on, I don't want to put a caveat in there. I will not readjust him in the way that you will readjust him.
I will.
I'm not gonna bum him.
I will at Expo. I'm going to straighten him out the long
Yeah,
hard way.
I'm just saying we're going to teach him some shit.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. You got to be more specific because
Ash,
We're going to teach you some things that don't involve my penis.
You can put
readjusting
Ollie
his
and I in the
intestine.
same room together at Expo.
I'm not going to readjust it. I'm not going to readjust the width of his arsehole. I might. I'm not saying it
Yeah,
won't.
Ollie, 2 fingers or 4.
Anyway,
can we just address the serious fucking point here? There are many things that people accept about Ollie. You've never watched Pulp Fiction, you fucking little pillock.
I don't really watch movies that often, to be fair.
Cretinous little fuck nugget.
No.
You will do. One day you will do.
you need to watch Pulp Fiction because it literally defines our era.
It's also older than you. It's older than you.
Mike, bring that list up. Get that list up, Mike.
Do you know what's bad? Pulp Fiction is actually older than Ollie.
Yeah.
Is that actually true? Is that actually true?
Yeah.
How many of them have you seen, Ollie?
Zero. I've seen The Green Mile.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Fucking hell.
That's it.
That's
Right.
it.
You haven't even seen Shawshank. Fuck me.
Or Die Hard. Ollie, you've never seen
Alien.
Die Hard.
Alien.
Nah,
fucking hell.
No, I don't watch movies.
Have you not seen any of the Alien films?
No, I've only ever seen Green.
Fucking.
Do you know the first Alien film is older than me?
Mike, I'm aware of all the things behind this. Kick him out.
Come on, fucking smack.
Just do it. He won't drink good beer. Yes. Yes. No. You fucked it up.
He is a tiny rebel. He is a
He
tiny
won't
rebel.
drink good beer and he doesn't watch good films.
No, that's all right.
I'm actually about to try Bishop's finger. If you want,
he enjoys a Bishop's finger inside him.
if you want to,
Ollie, have you got a pint glass? Ollie, have you got a pint glass?
I can make a pint glass. Yeah.
No, yeah, get a pint glass. I want you to down it.
Yeah.
That'll fuck the cranberry out of you.
Down it.
I feel like.
Have you ever seen this one? The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah,
that's with what's the name? What's the name?
What about Love, Honor, and Obey? That's another fucking great
Nina
film.
Davis.
That's it.
Exactly the same percentage, 44% with Pulp Fiction. So
I fucking told you. I told you, you bastards. That's horrible now. John Wick and Pulp Fiction. Fuck you.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
That is
horrible.
That is
I don't even want to pick. I don't want to pick. I'm not playing.
I'll go classic with it.
Fuck you.
Whichever I pick out of that, I'll feel like I'm betraying a friend.
Yeah, I can't pick from either one of them.
That's bollocks.
I would send the show and fuck it off. Let's end the show and fuck it off.
I'm gonna go with Pulp Fiction purely before it's fucking.
You can't really.
Right, an action film.
However, John Wick was.
Yeah, but John Wick's the action film, but Pulp Fiction, for all that it is better.
It's a better story.
Pulp Fiction is sarcasm to the fucking.
No, do you know what? You can't. I know it's going to lose, but I'm going to go with John Wick.
John Wick can always come back.
It feels wrong. However, John Wick, I think, was revolutionary. The first one.
So was Pulp Fiction.
Yes, so was Pulp Fiction. But John Wick always have an opportunity to come back against other more action type movies.
No, I just
Pulp
think
Fiction needs to be there because it's iconic, more
Right.
iconic than
Pulp Fiction came around.
There's
Pulp
only one.
Fiction, it did what it did. It never wanted a sequel. It was a single film. It did what it did for popular culture. It was fucking amazing. John Wick came around at a time where the world was woke, and that was not woke. It was killing people in a building full of really beautiful tattooed women.
I want to add to the argument.
There's only ever been one Pulp Fiction. That's all.
I know.
I think John Wick should go to Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah.
Nice.
You realize he owned Nakatomi Plaza. The thing is, right? If you took John Wick as a whole, with the series and the films, the story is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it boils down to one fucking thing. John Wick did all that because some cunt killed his puppy.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck you. You killed my dog. Fuck you.
I will also go back into it as well. In Pulp Fiction, the main character dies in the end.
I will say I prefer Reservoir Dogs to Pulp Fiction.
No.
He is the youngest except Ollie, so give him that.
If you had said Usual Suspects,
do you know what I was just about to say? If you're going to say Reservoir Dogs, it's got
Usual Suspects is fucking brilliant.
I like Reservoir Dogs, not just for that one scene, but that one scene is sadistic and he does fuck all, and I like the fact that he actually portrays it. Yeah,
John Wick is winning.
John Wick's pipping
I'm not sure now, because I think the comment you just made just brought you out of the closet as a gay boy.
Pugs, you like Battleship?
I love that.
And what's the Bruce Willis space film that you prefer? Yeah, right.
It's a fair comment.
When it comes down to it, most action films, like anything on
don't want to
Richard.
fall asleep because I miss you, babe.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
I knew you'd sing it.
Back 50-50.
Even though I'm dreaming you. The sweetest thing will never do.
If we leave it at 50-50, that'll be great.
And I think you missed your period.
Come on, we've got over half the people watching voted, and it's 50-50.
Do you know why I won't be angry with both of them going on? To be honest,
Yeah, both of them can go.
I think both deserve a place. I think both deserve a place there.
Bishop Fingers fucking arse.
have you drank it? Is it gone?
I'll just try it. It is fucking.
Yeah. Don't yet, because we're gonna full screen you for that shit.
Nah, ass. Bro, it's honestly, I might just say.
Yes, but you did,
hang on, whoa, Scott Wood, was that actually your wedding song?
It was mine as well.
It was mine as well, the first one.
Ollie, if you read right at the bottom, it tells you where the finger's been.
It feels like it's been upside my fucking arse, bro. With a taste of that, it was grim.
You want to wash better, lad?
Yeah, you do. Well, what are you talking about? Bishop's finger?
Just because
he's got a pint. He's got his pint ready there.
It's nice. It's a good ale.
Instead of doing
I just want to know how you know what it tastes like to have your finger up your ass. Not.
Ollie, if that's what your ass tastes like, right? Do not phone the doctors on Monday and explain that to the reception.
Hey, don't be drinking it yet. You got to down that. Fucking hell.
Just trying it, but it's
No, don't. We're gonna full screen you. It needs to be a surprise.
That's a nice beer. That is a good beer, Bishop's Finger. It's a good beer. It's a good beer.
Ollie beats it, bro. I'm telling you.
Honestly.
Don't make him down it. You might do a sick burp lad.
Maybe we should fuck Ollie off and get his friend on.
They've got another one coming out, though. It's called Scoutmaster Finger. It tastes the same.
Hey, you leave. I don't want to talk about
that. John Wick has pipped it. 53%.
Why is John Wick duller than Die Hard?
I don't know. I think it's.
No one cares.
Yeah, whatever.
I fucking do.
It's exactly the same color on my screen.
Well, have you seen the time?
Right, right, full screen, Ollie, so we can do that pint while Pug says goodbye.
Has he got a pint glass?
He's got a pint of Bishop's Finger. He's going to knock the fuck out of that shit. There you go.
That's not a pint full.
It was a bottle. It was a bottle.
No, all of it. Upside down. Upside down. No. Bottle.
That looks like cranberry. That looks like cranberry. You should be at home.
That's not even a pint.
This
is honestly, I've just had a little try of it. It is the worst fucking thing. Also,
it's so nice. It's such a good ale.
Before I do it, no one noticed that I got my beard taped up at the barber's today.
What?
You're fucking.
Sorry.
No one noticed.
Sorry. Did your eyebrow come down for a drink, mate? That's not a.
Did your cat Did your cat kiss you? Your cat kissed you, right?
He gave me a trim and he was like, "Oh, do you want the beard? The beard?" I was like, "Yeah, of course."
Is he South African?
He said, "Do you want it shaped up?" I was a bit like, "Yeah, of course, I want it shaped up." So he cut it over my lip. I mean, he left that.
Did he say D'Artagnan used to style his fucking tash?
Well, let's just get this.
After 20 years of growing it, mate, you'll be able to go very nice.
Just to be on the safe side, what percent is it, Ollie? You know, I don't want to be in.
It's about 6, isn't it?
5.2.
Oh yeah, you'd be right with that.
Yeah,
you'd be fine. Shit, it tastes, but all right, okay, we'll do it.
Get it down, you soft cunt. We've got 10 minutes to watch. Go on.
All right, go on. I'm gonna roll on the. I'm gonna you crack them, love.
I'm off for a shit. I'll still be at it.
You will. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, fair play.
Sick burp.
Fair fucking play. Let's have a round of applause for Ollie. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Right,
good lad. You can stay another week.
Good lad. I appreciate that very much. You enjoyed that Bishop's Finger right inside you.
Well, that's right up there now, man. I'm telling you.
Right, okay. It is approximately 3 minutes past 12.
We do need a Zoom. We do need a Zoom.
Well, Vic fucked off.
Where did Vic go?
Vic's gone.
He got bored of the advert.
Did he go?
Is Matt in chat? Is anyone in chat? Have I got to do it?
Matt's not in chat. John's not here anymore.
No, you've got to do it. You got to do it.
Right. Okay. Bear with.
Oh, it's going great.
Bear with.
That's just a bit of air.
It's going to freeze me the fuck out though. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. And do you know what? Let's mix up a little bit. Waftam, would you like to close the show? I'm going now. Good night.
Well, it'll be one of the last vape shows that I'm on for quite some time because I'm not allowed to promote. So, bye everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me, guys. Even though it was for a short time, but I will catch up with you in the after shows, and I do watch. I usually watch it on the TV, so that's why I'm not in chat all the time. But be well, everyone, and the boys will see you next week. I'll be banned.
Yeah, Waftam, do you want a job?
I fucking need one.
Jay, thanks for coming on. Vic, you're not here, but thanks for coming on. Thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks to the sponsors. Thanks to everyone on the panel. Thanks to myself and Mike controlling all the shit. And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Thanks for having me,
Right.
guys.
A link to the after show there, Nick.
Yeah, Pugs is supposed to put it in, but he hasn't put it in.
He didn't put it in yet.
We'll just stay.
Yeah, don't kill us yet. He hasn't posted it.
Yeah, he's supposed to put it in and then go, but so now we're just sat here like.
Here we go.
Here it is. Here it is.
Not right.
Yeah, he's put it in. He's put it in.
We're out.
I'll put it in the private chat now.
Yeah. Pin to the top now. There you go.
There you go. Right. Catch you next week, people.
Later.
Kill it. Kill it.
Mm-hmm.